saw your face in the candlelight across the room, and I wanted to know. Yeah, I wanted to know. Well, I'm anxious to know if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear hello, are you doing alright? I am doing just fine. I could dance all night. Did you come along? I just want you to know you don't have to be alone if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear a hush. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. Let's get out, girl, I'm taking you home. Hello, how you doing tonight? I saw your face in the candlelight across the room, and I wanted to know. Yeah, I wanted to know. Well, I'm anxious to know if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear a hello, are you doing alright? I am doing just fine. I could dance all night. Did you come along? I just want you to know you don't have to be this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. Let's get out, girl, I'm taking you home. Hello, how you doing tonight? I saw your face in the candlelight across the room, and I wanted to know. Yeah, I wanted to know. Well, I'm anxious to know if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes. Grab my hand. Let's dance. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will.
What is up, everybody? My crew is here. Bigglesworth is here. Javier is here. Alyssa is here. Jolie is probably here. I'm here. That's our entire team. And we got a few others, maybe. Who knows? So, funny little anecdote. When I was going off about the ship community last night, my Streamlabs analytics was telling me that there were only like 5 viewers on. So I thought it was just everyone had left. And I was like crashing out about Claudius and Clarith. And then later I talked to Jolie and she's like, no, Spencer, there were like 46 concurrent viewers watching. So, because I thought I was just like among friends. Not that the other people aren't friends, but I was like, oh, this is great because, you know, I can just talk about this and no one will care because it's the same people that are always here. And Jolie's like, no, there were a lot of people watching you. I mean, a lot for us, but anyway, so then I just decided to lean into it. So I made that social post about the shipping wars and it's fine. It was good. It needed to be said and I'm glad I said it. Jolie says, howdy. Hey, Jolie, how's Ever Crisis going for you? Jolie says, although I'm editing, so I won't hear most of this. That is true. Jolie is editing. Howdy, Jolie. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, there was a bunch of viewers online, just not in chat. It was just the same people in chats. And like my analytics didn't change. So it just said that there were like 7 viewers, you know? I don't know. Anyway, so it's all wrong. I never know if people are watching or not. I only know if you chat. So feel free to say something. If you're a lurker, that's fine. I won't know that you're here if you're a lurker. You're like totally hidden from my view. Jolie says, howdy, Javier. Oh yeah, there was a lot of people. I was well aware of it. I saw the numbers going up. You guys were like, if you want views, talk about the shipping community. It's fine. I don't my goal is never to offend anyone, but I don't regret anything I said. In fact, I should have said more. Let's see here. Jolie says, I see you found the Big Compute podcast on YouTube. Oh, she's talking about Javier, because Javier saw so Jolie saw Javier's logo, and you followed Jolie's other podcast like she did for her professional work. So yeah. I got level locked. What's level locked, Alyssa? What's up, Seppu Gaming? I'm not going to watch Kamen Rider, okay? I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe I will. Seppu Gaming usually comes in at the beginning and he asked me to watch something, and I wondered if he was going to ask me again. See, shipping chat brings in the views. That's fine. I don't care. If they want to hear me talk about how I think the shipping stuff is stupid, then they can come talk to me. I was just doing my dailies on Ever Crisis. I hated them or I hate them. I don't know. They just released a new banner for Angel or Angel, and I'm saving for Lightning. Aerith cheese, nice. Maybe you got some subs too. Maybe. I miss Vanguard, Bandit PS1 game. Shame they never make another game. Yeah, see, Seppo Gaming's always just telling me about these other obscure things I've never experienced. Mr. Bigglesworth said, SpongeBob meme, engagement. Oh, okay. Sorry. This is my, see, I'm like a boomer in gamer terms. I don't get all the memes. In Final Fantasy Ever Crisis, I must say I do love the inflatable Buster Sword for Angeal. Yeah, the tech podcast, I like that stuff. Laugh out loud. Yeah, she does a good job. There's some interesting Big Compute episodes. That was for Jolie, wondering if she got level locked in Ever Crisis. Gotcha. If everyone could play with me... Sorry. If everyone could play with the inflatable Buster Sword, I would make it so. Well, don't know about that, but... to warm things up, guys, I want to do this. Seppo Gaming says, I never touch it. Ever played Ever Crisis since a year ago. Oh, you haven't played it. Okay. So I'm thinking about making a new video, and since you guys are always here at the beginning of streams, you get to get the behind the scenes look of what I'm going to make the next clip on. I'm thinking about cutting this part from our chapter 9 part 2 deep dive about how everyone can see the whispers, and then I wanted to ask you guys a few things because, like I said, I'm not like a lore guy and I don't really understand what's going on, but this is kind of our take on why like the whispers have changed compared to remake versus rebirth. So I'm going to need your help to get my thought process right. But before we do, Alyssa says, I would love it if they brought some Ever Crisis DLC to Rebirth. Jolie says, I usually max level pretty quick on Ever Crisis, but because of tactics, I'm behind. Oh, yeah. Because she doesn't spend any money, so she level locks or whatever. But she hasn't been able to do that. Coolman says, no controversial topics tonight. We're only discussing the whispers for 3 hours. Yeah, guys, we just got to dive into all the stuff, all right? I need your opinions on the whispers. Shipping Wars is the best lore, laugh out loud, but it usually brings annoying fish from the Tifa police. Or the Aerith police. Both sides have some what would you say, annoying fish. It's fine, like, okay, yeah, I don't know, I don't find it annoying, I just find it strange. Is that weird? Like, people can have their opinions, which I think is totally cool. That we're an entire show about opinions. Seppo Gaming says it is possible you make analysis for Tactic after Rebirth. Maybe. I don't know. Me and Jolie are playing Tactics. Ernest is not playing Tactics. I don't think Ernest even plays video games. I really don't. He like only plays the games that we have to talk about. So yeah, maybe me and Jolie could beat it and then think about it. But I don't know. We're not. It's going to take so long for us to finish Rebirth. So then whatever happens after that, probably part 3 will be right around the corner, so we can just start talking about that. I'm not sure if they really have changed. Even in Remake, felt to me like Sephiroth had control of them. Now there's just an Aerith faction to fight them. Okay, so that's not how I read it at all in Remake. So that's what I want to talk to you about. That's cool. I'm totally open to new opinions. I'm not going to say you're wrong or this is right. So Alyssa, keep that thought in your head. Seppo Gaming says they make the character from Ever Crisis in Rebirth, blonde man, forgot his name. Bigglesworth said the Whisperers have a very boring design. That's the extent of my thoughts. Yeah. Is Ernest real? Says Toolman. Who knows? Is Ernest real? But to dive into that, I would have to dive into what I thought of them in Remake. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Let's talk about it for a second. This is just a clip. You guys have probably seen this already, but I'll catch up on the chat in a second. But let's watch this clip and kind of discuss like what me and Jolie are talking about and Ernest. Because right now, to set it up, we're talking about Cisne in this part of Gongaga, and she's talking about how she can hear the sound of probably the weapon from the Gongaga reactor. And then she talks about seeing the whispers, which is unique because in the original game, not everyone could see them, right? So let's talk about, my whole point on this clip that I'm thinking about is like, do the writers really know what they want the whispers to be? Because it feels like they were one thing in Remake and then they're a different thing in Rebirth. So let's watch this.
And then Cisne appears.
Wait, do you know something about this?
Could say that, yeah.
You probably hear Final Fantasy Tactics in the background, huh?
Now, yeah. The Coalition tried to investigate, but
Don't worry,
some creatures kept us from getting into the reactor.
I fixed it.
Which reminds us of the NPC dialogue we heard back in the Coalition house.
Those creepy ghost things aren't in any bestiary I've ever read.
And so then Cisne goes on to describe the creatures blocking the reactor.
All they did was fly around. Just the sight of those weird black wisps was enough. More than enough.
Which immediately puts up red flags for Barrett and Red.
Now ain't that something?
Which is significant to us because while we saw whispers all across Remake, this is actually the first time here in Chapter 9 that we're encountering them in Rebirth.
Okay, so stop it there. We've been playing the whole Rebirth game, right? And we haven't had any like hints of whispers. If you've played Remake, the whispers are introduced pretty early on. Before they're not there at the beginning. I have to refresh. I don't know if they're even after like chapter 1, but the bombing, after the first bombing run, I think the whispers are introduced earlier. I mean, we have little Sephiroth flashes and all that stuff. But then they're all the way in chapter 3. You know, they want to prevent Jesse from going on this run, but then it kind of forces Cloud to go with her up to the top of the plate. So the whispers are meddling early on in Remake. Now in Rebirth, they haven't even shown their face until right now, chapter 9. I'd argue that we've gone through more than half the game at this moment, and now the whispers are back. And they're different, right? Other people can see them. That wasn't the case before. And Red talks about them in Remake. He says they're the arbiters of fate. Hamaguchi has talked about them being basically whenever the story or the remakes veer off from the original too much, it's like it brings it back, right? Everybody has all these different theories, but like as far as I know, the developers have just confirmed they don't go too much into it, but they just say the whispers are there to bring things back to the original when things veer off too far off course, right? And if you played Remake, they get way off course. Like crazy things happen. Characters that didn't die in the original are coming back to life. They do die in Remake, and then the whispers just resurrect them. Some other characters that don't die in Remake but did die in the original are then killed later by the whispers. So things are happening and the whispers are trying to like line things up. And at the very end of Remake, we go through a portal, which is totally new, and we fight like the giant whisper, you know, the harbinger of fate. So like to me, they were pretty well defined. And I'll talk about it here in this clip.
So we haven't seen them yet in the game. And that's after we thought we had stepped through a void into a new future where it seemed we might never see whispers again. But yet here they are, these arbiters of fate or whatever. They're back to further confuse us, frankly. And I'm like, oh no, the whispers.
I thought I'd figured them out, and now they're different in this game.
And now it's like, wait a minute, yeah. So it also confuses Red right here because Cisne can actually see the whispers, right?
You could see them?
Yeah, of course. Why? Do you know what they are?
Whispers.
Well, this just got more interesting.
Whereas in Remake, only select.
Do you know what they are? Whispers. That's pretty cryptic. That's all he says. But they were like clearly defined for us in the first game. Well, I wouldn't say clearly, but we had a grasp on kind of what they were, right? People will argue and you say that they were one thing versus another, and that's what I don't like because there's not clarity. The ambiguity is strong with the whispers, right? So it allows fans to kind of run with certain theories to say, like, Alyssa's saying that, like, Sephiroth's in control of them, which is like, okay, that maybe, like, we don't really know, right? So I'm interested to see to hear why you think that, Alyssa? And why is Sephiroth trying to keep the original on course? If he's in control of them, why is he trying to make the events of the original game play out? Because wasn't he defeated in the original? So you'd think he'd want things to change. But then there's two camps. Like, there's people online saying this is a sequel trilogy, and then there's people that like sequel trilogy was like, that was what people were like, this is what's happening at the end of Remake. But then after Rebirth, people have kind of gone back to, no, this is the same thing, right? But it's just kind of retelling. And there's other camps or whatever, but there's these two ideas. But it's kind of confusing because this is not following the rules, right? We beat the Arbiters of Fate. Zack lives. Spoilers, right? If you beat Remake. All these things happen that didn't happen in Crisis Core and all this stuff. Like, the Whispers are literally covering Midgar and then they like vanish once we beat them. So I'm thinking as we're playing Rebirth, it's like they're gone. And then they're just like reintroduced, but they're not acting in the way that like they were defined as like what they were needed, like what they were supposed to do in the Remake games, right? Now they're just kind of flying around here in the Gongaga reactor, and they're not preventing anything from happening. They're also not like encouraging anything to happen. It's just weird. So let's keep watching.
People could see them, which is never really explained in Remake, by the way, why certain characters see Whispers and why other characters don't. Because remember, Cloud could only see them after he touches Aerith, and Rufus can only see Whispers after he fights Cloud. So I looked this up online, and the best explanation I could find
Tell us, Jolie. Tell
was
us.
that the Whispers only appear to those who are actively trying to change their fate. And since Aerith seems to be actively trying to stop Destiny from being something catastrophic, and maybe because of her Cetra roots or something, she sees Whispers easily, and then anyone who touches her can also see them. So the internet speculates.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't think the writers know either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if they know. So Jolie, shots fired from Jolie. Shots fired, Jolie, if you're listening. No, I'm just kidding. Jolie says she doesn't think the writers know. Now, this is something that we are very critical of, especially on our channel, is that a lot of times I've seen people on social media. I think Toolman has said some stuff, and maybe it wasn't you, Toolman. So if I'm attributing it to you and it's not you, you can tell me no. But it's like this whole marketing cycle, like, will they, won't they, what's happening? Is it a remake? Is it not a remake? Is it a sequel? It's been amazing because it's been in the public consciousness since 2015, since they announced it, right? But then when it came out in 2020, people have been speculating, and it's like, it's doing the job of the marketing for Square Enix. That's fine if it makes sense, but we've talked about this a lot. If it doesn't resolve or if it doesn't make sense, and it was just a big, like, they were just a plot mechanic in order to, bring the story back on track, and it's the same thing. And they introduce all these like what ifs mystery boxes, and then they're not resolved. It's like, we've talked about this before. That to me would be like a huge fail. And I think Toolman or some people on the internet, I think it was you, Toolman, but it's like, what a waste of time that would be if it was all just kind of like a, we spent all this time worrying about it when it ended up being nothing. So yeah, it's I like the idea. So in my personal preference, like, I like the idea of it being, doesn't have to be necessarily a sequel trilogy, but kind of just like a retelling or reimagining, And I felt like that's what made the remake series cool, like the remake trilogy cool, is that it wasn't just the exact same game. That there was this unique unknown journey ahead of us. So it was fun for like the people that had never played the game and they didn't know any better. So they're just like, wow, I'm having a fun time kind of going through the events and story beats of the original. But for those longtime fans, they're playing this and they're like, I'm getting something new out of this because this is crazy. Like, things are changing, And if it ends up like not being the case, that nothing changes and these like whispers were just there for who knows what, it feels like a big waste of time and kind of a slap in the face. Because instead of giving us something interesting, they were using it as like a decoy to market the game and make us wonder. So yeah, that would kind of tick me off. But anyway, let's keep watching.
They may have figured that out now, but I don't know.
What's
if
up,
they knew
Zeus?
then.
Use these floaty, roby, ghosty things as a plot mechanic. But to be fair, I do think it's effective in the first game.
Yeah, the Arbiters of Fate thing, like changing fate, is interesting.
They were involved throughout the entire game of Remake. That was what was so special about that game. This is a remake. We are remaking the story. And then all of a sudden, the Arbiters of Fate are like, nope, that's not how it happened in the original. And it's so cool. Like this meta narrative that's happening. But in Rebirth, it's like, oh, we destroyed Fate in Remake, and now they're here again, and it's like,
but they're not doing the same thing.
They have to come up with a new explanation as to why they exist, and it's like, I had it figured out, and now you're introducing more shenanigans.
Exactly.
No, you're in a new timeline, so fate is now different.
Yeah, I know, but that's.
But the way they're communicating.
So Ernest comes in. Ernest just accepts everything that the writers do. That's a long-running joke that we have on our podcast, because me and Jolie are expressing our dismay with like kind of the changes that are happening. And Ernest just comes in. He's like, well, it's a different timeline, so it's fine, right? Which is, I guess, true. You can write it that way. But you're setting the viewer's expectations. And then when you kind of do this bait and switch and then change it from what they were previously defined as, it's hard to accept. Anyway, I've been talking a lot. Let me kind of go back and see what you guys have been saying, but because I want to get you guys in here too. I will catch up. Don't worry. Sorry, Toolman, you're killing me, says Jolie. This was earlier. He's a convention ambassador. This is earlier talking about that, but yeah. You guys are funny people. You made Jolie smile. Okay. We were talking the other day. Would love some shirts. Jolie, okay. Nobody actually knows. Okay, here we go. So Mr. Bigglesworth is talking. Maybe it was Mr. Bigglesworth I saw online. I don't know if it was Toolman, but nobody actually knows why why whispers, and why do they have materia in their faces in Rebirth and not in Remake? Yeah, totally. It's like, that's different. And are they materia? It's like this purpley Sephiroth materia, and they kind of have them in the white, and they're different, right? It's like white and black whispers, Sephiroth's crew, and Alyssa was saying they were Aerith buddies. Alyssa's, yeah, they were introduced in chapter 2 when you meet Aerith. That's right. So they're from the, like, almost the very early game when you're on the streets, you know, after the bombing run. Mr. Bigglesworth say they literally appear the first time the moment Aerith touches Cloud. Yep. And Sephiroth, right? So yeah, because whispers are gone after Remake. Yeah, but they're not, Swally, right? They're not gone after Remake. They come back in Rebirth for some reason. Sippa Gaming says, I still don't like that they bring back Zack. I love Zack, but his death is important for Cloud. Yeah, like, so this is like, but that's what was kind of unique about this, because that already happened. We experienced that story, Crisis Core, and the original game, right? We know that Zack is important, but it's kind of cool that they let him live, because that implies so many things. That, like, gets us to think, is Aerith going to live? Is all this stuff going to happen? But it was just like this, like, whoa, like they're going a totally different direction in this. And then like Rebirth kind of followed the same beats, which I don't have a problem with. They always said that they would stay close to the original, like it would hit the same story beats. But if you're going to make a big swing like that and like in some timeline make Zack live, just like make it make sense. That's what I always say, right? Okay. Javier says the whispers are the second. Okay, the whispers are the second WTF. In the remake, the first is Sephiroth in showing us that it's not like the OG. The remake is a different beast. Yeah, like in the OG, you don't even see Sephiroth in the events of Midgar, right? Like we're fighting Genova in remake. We're seeing Sephiroth. I know that they're like Genova clones. They're not necessarily Sephiroth, because if you played the original, Sephiroth is like hanging out in the live stream or whatever when he got knocked in, you know? So it's not like, but these were Genova clones and stuff. But all this stuff is happening in the original, you know, like when President of Shinra's dead in the original, you see like the blood trail footsteps and like the Masamune in his chest or whatever. But you've never seen Sephiroth at that moment, right? But in the original or in the remake, you see Sephiroth in chapter 2, and you're like Sephiroth, like Cloud knows who he is. It's obviously he's a war hero, but it's like he's treating him like he's like fighting him before. Anyway, totally weird. So Wally says, and in the end of the remake, Sephiroth did away with the whisper mechanic of the live stream. Well, yeah, that's what we thought, right? No, he didn't. He absorbed them, says Alyssa. Okay, so Alyssa, this is where I'm like, okay, like he did? Okay. Like, I couldn't accept that, but it's like, that's not what I got from playing a remake, but at least that's how you look at it. Okay. But if that's the case, like, he takes the whispers for himself, but now they take on like a different meaning. And how does Aerith have some? Like, she forgot her memories after they kill the Harbinger of Fate, right? And then the like white materia is no longer white, it's clear. So anyway, Spencer, you look like a lot of like that dude from the show, the Final Fantasy. Thanks, Javier. I do look like him. Crazy how that works. Small world. I think the devs are trying to give visual representation of a complex concept. It's you from a parallel reality, and if you had made a different choice. Okay, that's fine, but like in Rebirth, in this moment we're going to talk about, like, they're just kind of like flying around and they're imitating Sephiroth. So like Cloud's going after them and Cisne can see them and they're like, what are those ghosty things like flying around? It's kind of enough to freak me out is what they say. But when Cloud goes to the reactor, he sees them and it's like, he's like following the whispers and then like Sephiroth will, you know, appear. It's like this flash and Cloud goes into one of his brain static moments and thinks Sephiroth is there, you know? It's like they're not acting like they were before. So that's, to Alyssa's theory, maybe that makes more sense that they were absorbed and he's kind of using them to brainwash Cloud. Although they already did that in the original and we didn't need the whispers, so. I just don't like that they're using something that was established in the first game and they're using them for totally different means. Alyssa says, well, define to Red's understanding of them. Right, so we trusted Red, and so some people are saying like Red didn't know everything he was talking about. Obviously, we learned more that Red's not this like omnipotent being. He's just getting experimented on by Hojo. So he also thought the ending of the OG FF7 that he saw was a bad ending. Yeah, and I kind of like that. You know why I like that? Because he's like, that's also what happens in the end of Advent Children or whatever. And he's like, this is what happens if we lose here today, right? And I was like, great, they're going to change it. Anyway, Toolman says, he's starting off the stream in the deep end. I kind of admire it. Yeah. Swally, most things shift in our perception if we view Remake and Rebirth as a continuation of all the other iterations of Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I feel like they are, right? Are they not a continuation? A continuation of the original, maybe not, but like Remake and Rebirth are like literally like I can play them as one game, right? So because I think Javier's waiting for all three to come out, right? Anyway, Alyssa says, so since he was the first shown in Remake, it's clear how he's trying to manipulate the livestream timeline, as he explains in Rebirth. In the same chapter, he and Aerith appear, so do the Whispers, and he guides Cloud to the path toward Aerith. He's egging Cloud on at the start of the chapter. That's true, right? Because all the buildings are falling down, and the Whispers are flying certain ways, and he has to go that way. I am of a mind that seeing Whispers requires you to touch the livestream somewhere during your life. Okay, cool. But then that makes, like, we're talking to Gongaga, and maybe we don't know. Because before it was, like, only the main characters and Aerith and certain things, right? And maybe, like, Marlene, I don't know to say Marley, but Marlene could see them, or she had some sort of connection with Aerith and she knew things. But, like, it's like the main characters and that's it, you know? When you go to Rebirth, Jolie just played a clip of it. It's like these guys from Gongaga that are just NPCs are talking about the Whisper Ghost. So it's like everyone's had a experience with the live stream. I don't know, maybe that's more common, but it just seems different. Mr. Bigglesworth says, if the writer don't know that we're doomed, if the writers don't know that we're doomed, I hope that's not the case. Yeah. But see, here's the sad fact. A lot of times Jolie was worked in Hollywood. She's worked on screenplays. She's a writer. She's done things like, I mean, we talked about this with The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. They didn't even have an outline plan for like one of the most popular IPs in the freaking world. So if Star Wars doesn't have to have an outline, it's very like, I'm not saying that it's likely, but I'm saying it would be reasonable to believe that it could be a possibility for Square Enix and their writers to not have the total story mapped out. I hope that they did. I hope that they would have. And I'm hoping that's true, but we'll see. Jolie's saying like maybe the writers didn't know, and so they're using them for different mechanics in the game or story. Toolman says, "Oh yeah, that's me. I'm extremely critical of the marketing. The speculation is fun, but there's a line." Yeah, I agree, and I think like it was fun in Remake, but then Rebirth just kind of like made me tilt my head a little bit and say, "Okay, like that one didn't hit as hard as Remake." At least I didn't think so, and so it left me scratching my head. It's like, okay, you're trying to, string us along like you did in Remake. I was okay with it in Remake because it was like, this is a new experience. They're like doing something totally fresh and new. And then it felt like they wanted to do the exact same thing with Rebirth, but it was like we already knew the big twist. It was like, oh, Aerith dies but doesn't die, but you don't see it, but you don't know. It's all in Cloud's head, or it's not in Cloud's head, and the Whispers are still a thing. But like, why are the Whispers still a thing? We destroyed them, but like you'll find out in part 3. Keep talking about it on social media so we can keep marketing it. It's like, okay, like that felt good in Remake because you did something new and you took a big swing, but now it's like you didn't commit to anything and it just feels bad. Okay, so that was Toolman. Alyssa says, I don't think the writers did this while completely plotting out what they were going to do with them. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Also, so yeah, you say I also don't think the writers did this while completely plotting. Okay, yeah. I don't know. It just feels confused. Javier says, I understand in Remake that Sephiroth is funking, don't want. Oh, sorry. I don't swear, so I'll read it as funking with the original timeline and the OG. Cloud follows Sephiroth after he gets the flashback from his burning home. Right. And that was like the speculation when Remake was out. But now a lot of people are saying, no, it's all in Cloud's head, which is like bizarre. Because if, like, let's say we take the events as is and this isn't a sequel trilogy and we're just playing the original. We know that Cloud was experimented on by Hojo and he has Mako poisoning because he was doing things with like him and Zack in the Shinra like laboratory or whatever, right? Or the mansion. And then when like Cloud is in a stupor, Zack like saves him and, Zack dies. And Cloud takes, that's like the big twist. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't but like you'll learn about it, but I won't talk much about it. But it's like Cloud takes on Zack's persona, right? And if it's all in his head and he's crazy, and in part 3 we have to have this whole like come to Jesus moment where, Cloud wakes up and he becomes his true self and he's not acting like Zack anymore, or, not that he's fully Zack, but it's like his memories or whatever. It's like, okay, was it all in Cloud's head when Barrett died in Remake and then the Whispers brought him back to life? Like, was that all just in his head? Where there's things like when Biggs and Wedge, like Biggs survives and Wedge dies, but Wedge dies from the top of the Shinra building and Cloud isn't even around. So if like all these people are like, it was all in Cloud's head the whole time. It's like, no, it wasn't all in Cloud's head, because there's like weird shenanigans happening with these ghost things that you call Whispers that are arbiters of fate, and they're actually killing people and resurrecting people, and it has nothing to do with Cloud when he's not even around. So are they showing that? Is it like some meta thing where they're showing the viewers that to mess with our heads because we're supposed to be like Cloud? Or is it just kind of nonsense? I have questions, guys, and it's not adding up. Season 3 of Lost. That's right, Bigglesworth. Zeus says hello. I'm always going to call you Andrew, but I'll call you Zeus. What's up, Zeus? I like to call it a fulfillment of the original's legacy. Okay. Mr. Bigglesworth says, let's just go week to week, winging it based on viewer feedback. Now, I don't think that they're like, I don't think they introduced this mechanic. They're like, we'll just create these like ghosty plot mechanic things that can just change fate whenever we want, and then we'll see what the people think, and then we'll tweak it there. I don't think I'm not that cynical. I don't think they did that. I think they had an idea of like, okay, we're going to have it change Fate and kind of bring it back in line with the original and make them second guess things. But if they're just using them willy-nilly, that would take me off. Alyssa says, especially given the reaction to Remake from their core fan base at the time and how closely Rebirth followed their OG versus actually following through on making changes. Yeah, I know there was this big backlash because of like the crazy ending of Remake, but I think with time, I mean, it depends on how they stick the landing in part 3, but I think, I don't know, to me, it makes way more sense. Like they do this big swing and they change it up, because there's people that are like, oh, I just wanted Final Fantasy VII Remade. It's like my favorite thing, and you're messing with it, right? I think that's infinitely less interesting than what they did, right? Because we're getting the same story beats, but it's like you already have that original game. You can love it and enjoy it. They obviously do. They're passionate about it. So this is like a new thing, and it's still letting you experience a lot of those moments from the original, like Cloud at the Honeybee Inn and Wall Market, you know, and going to the Shinra HQ and all this stuff, you know, climbing up the stairs. It gives you those moments that happen in the original game, and it pays homage, but it was doing something new and unique. I thought that was awesome. So I didn't have a problem with it personally, but I know there's a big contingent that like hated it. They're like, oh, then it becomes totally Kingdom Hearts at the end when we're fighting a bunch of like ghost monsters. You know, I get it. Swally says Rebirth changed a ton compared to the older games and movies. Yeah, it did. Let's see. I'll just jump ahead. This makes Cloud not okay. Javier saying too. This makes Cloud not to meet Aerith in the OG location. It's implied that Aerith was going to some other spot and about to miss Cloud, so the Whispers stall her. Yeah, I mean, there's all these theories of like why they're happening right in the original game, because things aren't lining up and they're stopping and preventing them. But that's the whole point of Remake. Like that happens throughout the whole game. Jessie, you know, gets injured, so she can't go, and that's why Cloud and then Tifa have to go on the bombing run the second time, and everything can line up with the original. So it's like, yeah, things are happening. I accept that. I accept that they're causing different things to happen, and maybe Sephiroth's in control of them or whatever. I don't care. Like, I don't know the motivation behind the Whisters, but I had accepted that fact, and it made sense to me in Remake. It doesn't make sense in Rebirth here. Mr. Biggleworth says, I refuse to believe that a team had 15 years to cook this story but behaved like soap opera writers. You refuse to believe that, but Star Wars did it. And it's Star Wars, dude. I'm hoping you're right, though. I'm on your side. Yeah, it implies that she was about to leave, but also their reappearance implies that she overstayed her time with Cloud initially. Sure, yeah, right. I accept all that. The whole Final Fantasy VII epic has been in writing for 30 plus years. The writers know exactly where they're going. Our only question is, after part 3, does it fit or do they F up? Well, because if you say they've been writing this for 30 years and they know exactly where they're going, then part 3 should make sense. If that's not the case, like you said, if they F up, then it's like, then they wrote the story out and it was just bad. I think like if they've known, I don't really believe that. I don't buy that, Swally. I don't believe that I think they've had 30 years to think about it and kind of like come up with it. But when they decided to actually pull the trigger, I think that's when they started formulating the ideas for the new things. Alyssa says, but Sephiroth's appearance pausing everything when he touches Aerith's shoulder and talking directly to Cloud can also imply he stopped them. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm okay with all of this stuff. I don't care if Sephiroth's in control of them. I don't care what it is. I just want to know what it is. You know, I'm okay with whatever the creative's like direction or vision is. It just feels like their vision doesn't make sense right now. You know what I mean? Like when you have a clear direction, and if you're trying to mislead the audience, kind of like I don't know, this might be a bad example, but like a Christopher Nolan movie, like if you guys have seen The Prestige, you know, it's like the magicians, and you know, it's like you're making the audience guess the whole time. It's like, how is this guy duplicating himself? And you know, and Hugh Jackman's character goes on this like crazy, it's driving him insane. How is he doing this? And it turns out like It was a simple explanation. I don't know if you want me to spoil the Prestige, but it's pretty old. But the guy had a twin brother. And they're identical, right? But the Hugh Jackman character didn't, and he went to like at the ends of the earth to find like Tesla, and he would duplicate himself, and then he would murder himself in the box. And so there's like, it's a kind of creepy ending, you know? But like movies like that keep us guessing until the end, until it's like revealed. It's like, okay, that's cool, but they give the payoff and it makes sense. This is like, okay, what were the whispers? Like if we end part 3 and we have no idea, it's like, no. Nope. Not going to be cool with that. No. And I will say, I will not be cool with that, right? Alyssa says, but Sephiroth's appearance pausing everything. Okay, I said that already. So, to my understanding, Sephiroth is fleshing out the whispers so that at the end of the party destroys the Harbinger of Fate, and the timeline can be whatever he wants. Okay, so it's like he wants them to destroy Fate because he loses in the original, but now that they destroy Fate, he's been setting it all up, right? And now he has, like, he absorbs them, and now he can use them to his own means because he's like, I'm not going to lose to Cloud in the party like I did in the original game. Like, that implies it's a sequel trilogy. Cool. If they make that apparent in part 3, then yeah. But if that's the case... See, but if that's the case, if we did destroy Fate, then, like, the whole Aerith and Rebirth... And, like, anything should be able to happen then. Like, we should be able to save Aerith at the end. And then why does that mean that Aerith has some, you know? Because it's like maybe she's trying to keep it back on course. So she's like, I have to die in order for the original events to take place. And so it's like a battle between Aerith and Sephiroth. And that's just a different thing. And Aerith's trying to keep the planet on course. I don't know. That's okay if we can speculate it, but no one's going to get that from the content of the game unless they explain it to us. Mr. Bigler says, Spencer, you're familiar with fridge logic. I suggest you read the TV Tropes Explainer. You will smack your forehead. Okay, I don't know what fridge logic is, so I'll have to check it out. Sepa Gaming says, I know Dev said Aerith dead is important. Aerith's death is important to the story, but they make her dead is so confusing. How Sephiroth kill her? Cloud block him. I still loved how they make in the OG. They impale her, full stop. Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, Jolie argues this, and she'll argue it when we do our thing, but it's like, okay. You take that moment away, that's like the most impactful moment in the OG. I mean, other things happen, obviously, but it's like you took your one critical moment that happens in the original game and you just kind of like whiffed, and you just were like, we're not going to tell you if it really happened. So there's no impact. We're just left guessing whether or not it happened or not. And there's some people who think she's alive, and then the majority of people are like, oh no, she's dead. Cloud's just psycho. He's just a basket case. And it's like, okay, but you're toying with us for the past 2 games, and then you just ask us to believe you that it did happen, even though we didn't see it or we kind of saw it, and we're just going off of the reactions of the other party members, not Cloud because he's a space cadet. I don't know. I think that sucks. Unless they do something in the 3rd game. The white and black theme makes a lot more sense if you read the One Way to a Smile, live stream white and black. Okay, cool. Yeah. Also, did they really bring back Zack? To me, it feels like their souls are just traveling the live stream. I don't actually know if he's back yet or the separate timeline or make it. Sure, I mean, like, but they explicitly, all I'm saying is, like, you take it at face value, right? If that's another thing, if Zack's not really alive and it's just like a memory in the live stream, and we're supposed to just like not buy it because it's this alternate reality, and when him and Biggs are talking in Rebirth, we're like, what is happening? And it's not really real. That just kind of feels like it was all in a dream. And that's bad. We don't like that stuff. That's like level, that's like 3rd grade writing skills. Like, you can just make up a story and anything applies because you can just say it was all in a dream. I don't know, like, if you're just a gamer that came in during the series now and didn't play the OG, and you're just playing this, you're not going to think like, oh, that's Zack character, I have no idea who he is, but it seems like he didn't die. They wouldn't even know if he was supposed to live or die, but they'll think he's around. They're not going to think like, was he supposed to die? Was he supposed to live? Is it all just like a memory in the live stream? They're not going to get any of that. So, like, the writers need to make their mind up if this is a remake trilogy for new fans or old fans alike, right? It can be for both if it satisfies both, but if it doesn't satisfy the newcomers and it just does this big lore dive for the OG people, it's like, that's fine. You can tell, it's like, you can say, well, you have to play the OG for this to happen, but they haven't been saying that. And that would be a really weird thing to do. Pre-rebirth or ending. Yeah, this is all the chapter 14 analysis. Yeah, I know, we'll get there. But I'm talking about the whispers, right? Like, just pay attention that the whispers are different here. In remake, I'm never going to get through all these comments. Let's see. Let's see. Separate Gaming says, in remake, party go to the Whisper, and Whisper make Zack live and Sephiroth control them. Okay. Zeus says, they did not bring back Zack. He died in the timeline we were playing. Yeah, but they did, though. I know that they didn't come back in our timeline, but they're showing us different timelines. And if different timelines don't matter, then why talk about him, right? So when he aborted them, and this is just my opinion, he takes full control of them, or at least the ones he absorbed and controls them. You're talking about the like Black Whispers. It's kind of a play on black and white live stream choices. Cool. Toolman says, I would say the Whispers are different. They just can't see all the players yet. Okay. Red, it's known. Red, it's this is Javier. He says, Red, it's a knowing all 40-something kid. He lies a lot, just like Cloud, to appear cool. Okay, you're just saying Red's just making up stuff. Aerith Sephiroth, this is Swally. Aerith Sephiroth and Genova work with what the live stream in the world provides. It might just be that the Whispers are used by each of different things in working fate. It might be. Tell us what it is. You can't just use the Whispers for whatever you want. You can't just say they were one way thing and now that we're using them for another thing. That's bad writing. It's bad. Because then you're like, I just have this thing and they work for whatever I want it to do. And the story doesn't matter. Javier says, I don't remember who gave the flower. Sure, buddy, laugh out loud. Oh, sorry, I'm super behind. So a lot of these jokes that you're talking about, I'm missing. Zeus says, I think part 3 will be very story heavy. It better be. Silly side content like Queen's Blood and most mini games will drop off and it'll be a lot more battles and story. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know. Like, you know, maybe Rebirth was like the fun gallivanting, like go explore chapter and then they'll lock in for part 3. Mr. Bigglesworth says Peter Jackson was just winging it with the Hobbit movies. It feels like that kind of. Like the Lord of the Rings were good and the Hobbit movies were like, okay, you're extending this way beyond what matters. Swally says, I understand the view of Jolie totally, and I myself hope that they can tie everything in part 3. At least I think they can. Better jobs than most American writers like GRM, Grimm and such. Okay. Hopefully they do. I'm on your side. I hope they do, Swally. Part 3 has to be story heavy. They have to so many plot lines to tie up. And I always feel like that's the case. It's like you better answer questions. And I always have these expectations and I feel like writers never do. After all, Japan has total different view on legacy. Yeah, that's true. This is important to them. I mean, Zeus says, are there that many plot holes or loose ends at the end of Rebirth? Sure, there are a lot of questions, but only like a handful of plot lines. Well, I'm talking about one right now. The Whispers are totally different. Like, we thought they were one thing and we thought this was happening, and then they just kind of use them for different means again. And then it's like in this part of Gongaga, they're not like trying to stop fate from happening. They're just kind of floating around and tricking Cloud, right? It's like brain static and stuff. And then like Sephiroth is using them to fly around with to fight the weapons. But then the Whispers are there with Tifa in the live stream and they're trying to stop them. It's like, that's not anything. That's not about like trying to bring things back to what happened in the original game, because none of that stuff happens in the original game. And then it's like the Whispers come back at the end of Rebirth, and we'll talk about this in chapter 14. And then they're going back to their original purpose like they were in Remake. It's like they're trying to stop things from changing from the original game. And it's like, will Aerith survive and will she not survive? And it's like, wait, that's what they were before. And then we beat Fate. So why are you trying to continue to prevent that from happening again when you said that this was an unknown journey and it's different? And then in Gongaga, you were doing something different. Like, that's what I'm saying. There are loose ends. You know what I mean at the end. You can accept that, like, just go with it and say, like, oh, there's not a lot, and we kind of know what happened, and Aerith is dead. Whatever, but I don't know. They're trying to make us guess still. Javier says, I don't know about the devs not having all the story, at least the overall path, but I do believe they are changing, tweaking the story as it goes, depending on feedback. And to be honest, Suspenseful. Toolman says, all in his head might be one of my least favorite tropes. Yeah, it's like, we know that Cloud is a space cadet. We know that, right? Okay, if you haven't played the original, you don't know that. But, like, I've never played the original, and I know Cloud's messed up, you know? We see that through Rebirth and all the stuff of, like, the contradicting storylines with Tifa being like, are you sure you were there? And then Cloud freaks out. He's been grabbing his temple and, you know, cringing every 5 seconds throughout this whole trilogy. What's up, Christopher Mendez? I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was lazy right a lot. I was played OG next to because who play Rebirth? I don't like Rebirth. They don't explain why planes start mess up for no reason, but in OG you see the reason to use it. Okay. Has Boat sorry, I'm trying to catch up here, but has Boat cause it was get shot at lazy right? Just show it crashed for no reason. Just add it Boat part. I think was lazy. Okay, I don't know really what you're talking about, but I'm super behind, so sorry if I'm not catching up on this. Alyssa is talking to Zeus. Okay, she's letting him know. And then Swallow is talking to Christopher. I'm going to skip these ones because I'm trying to catch up. Christopher says, I'm 33. I play all. I've been playing JRPG since I was 5. Cool. I own the original PS1, PS5. Price score. Okay, he's just responding to you guys. Javier says, I don't like that because it reminds me of what happened in the show Lost. I remember the one showrunner said that they would read Reddit to check the viewers, and then they caught on if they did. Bad. Lost is one of the worst examples of, like, the hubris of when a show gets so big and they don't have an answer for everything. That whole show was a bunch of, we're going to ask questions and we're going to ask more questions and we're going to come up with more mysteries and more mysteries and more mysteries. And we can't answer all the questions. There's no satisfying way to pay it off. So it was just like they were all dead all along, and it was weird. I don't know if you've seen Lost, but Jolie could go off. It's bad. That is bad storytelling, you guys. It's bad. I agree, Javier. They changed the story and became a mess. Hope it's not the case. Agreed. Swally says there's been Final Fantasy VII content every 3 to 4 years for 30 years. Yeah, it's crazy how much they've milked this franchise. Just this one game in the franchise of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII is its own thing. Christopher Mendez says, I don't like, took out Rocket Town, changed Sid background. Yeah, 7, he was a genius mechanic in Final Fantasy VII. Said all he did was maintenance for Shinra. Javier says, but we will know until part 3 comes out. That's right. Am I catching up, guys? I don't know. You keep riding, I'll never finish. I'm just playing Crash for no reason. Are we talking? Oh, okay. I don't know if we're talking about Lost or whatever, but I'm going to keep going. Oh, I know this one. The poison was inside the ice cubes. Dun, dun, dun. Spoilers on the Prestige. Spencer, laugh out loud. Kidding. Yeah, see, I'm so behind. We're just getting to the Prestige comments. 557. You see that them shoot it and hit the plane and why it can't fly no more. Okay, someone tell him about the 2 Sephiroth. Sephiroth. I know that there's multiple Sephiroths and Genovas and the Omni Sephiroth who's trying to control all this stuff. These are all just fan theories. I don't really buy into all the fan stuff that people say. I think nobody knows until part 3 comes out. Zeus is talking to Alyssa. I disagree on calling those plot lines. Most of that is side quests. I mean, but then why put it in the game, right? If it's not going to add to it, and if it's just going to be side quests and it's like they don't matter to the story, then they shouldn't be included. Javier says, remember we have 2 Whispers, the Sephiroth and the planet ones now. Okay, it was all just a dream, says Bigglesworth. You do not understand. I'm not in disagree. You that rebuild and make it fly again. I don't know what you're talking about, the reflying, make it fly again. Are you talking about like Sid's plane or Rocket Town? Or are you talking about like the plane crash or the boat from Lost? I'm sorry. Maybe you're talking about Lost. You're talking about that. I'm not sure. Sorry. Okay, you're talking to each other. I'll go from there. Let's see. Javier says, and on the death of Aerith, it seems both Sephiroth and the planet needs to happen, but only after part 3 will we know, sadly. Yeah, if they pay off Aerith's death in part 3, that's okay. Then I won't be mad about part 2. But I'm mad about it now because it's like just ambiguous and it doesn't make any sense. And people are like, no, it's good. It's just showing how crazy Cloud is. And it's like, well, you guys, for the story to work, we have to know if Aerith lives or dies. Stories need to have stakes. Thank you, Bigglesworth. We're on the same page. Toolman, I always say if the goal was to fool people, then they didn't do it well because the majority of people don't buy into Zack's stuff at all. Yeah. It's like it's just making us question whether it matters or not at all. But, and like the whole like Zack stuff at the end, like all the different timelines, going to the reactor, blowing stuff up, not going there, going to save certain things, the motorcycle, hanging out with Biggs. That stuff sucks. That stuff is so dumb. It's like you brought Zack back for this, for him to hang out with Biggs. I like, yeah, let's say, yeah, Biggs, right? But man, like no stakes. I don't care. What are you doing? Nothing's happening. It's just like a bunch of nonsense. Oh, it was this dog timeline. It was Stamp in this one, and he was a he was a Yorkie in this one, and this one he's a Beagle, and this one he's a Golden Retriever, and Zack's doing all sorts of nonsense in each one, and it doesn't matter. It's dumb. I'm crashing out. Don't crash out. Okay. Alyssa says, it's not that. It's not real. More like it happened in heaven in a neutral plane in existence where their souls are hanging out. Okay. But like, then the stakes don't matter because it's all happening somewhere that doesn't, the stakes don't mean anything. If it can change the current timeline that we care about, then it matters. If it can't, if it's all just like whatever, then like why even show us? Because we see Cloud and Aerith also visit a similar plane. That's like on their date or whatever. It's like, okay, that's fun to have those little character moments, but if it doesn't affect the, like, you know, Sephiroth's going in between worlds and he's like looking for Aerith there, and I mean, that does have story implications because that's when she hands Cloud the white materia that's not clear anymore. So it's like they have to be using something with these multiple dimensions or parallel universes within the live stream, whatever they're saying. I don't know. Dumb. Make it make sense, Square. I don't think it's good. Make it good, guys. I kind of like the idea that the re-trilogy is Cloud's life flashing before his eyes because he died in the future and Aerith and Sephiroth Genova are fighting for his soul, basically. Yeah, I mean, that might be cool, but it would be weird if that's just how it ends. It's like, Cloud was dead. He were dying the whole time. I don't think that's happening, but it's cool. It is cool. Yeah, that would be very radical. Yeah, it's the cool concept, but I don't think the writer's actually doing that, Javier. Zeus is talking to Alyssa. I don't agree with those. Story needs endings. Oh, see, I don't disagree with you that those stories need endings, and I want up see those endings, but the plot lines that matter are Cloud, Tifa's, everything. Sure, okay, so like you're talking about the critical path. Javier says, yeah, Alyssa, I don't think that they're that bold. I don't think so either. Laugh out loud. This is Alyssa talking. She says, I just think the concept of giving them a little too much credit if they're purposely doing that. You can take it that way since this is a story about life and death, identity, etc. Okay. And the live stream itself can play into that a bit. I don't understand the live stream at all. Don't get it. Like, everyone's like, these are multiple dimensions within the live stream of the planet. And they all have like all the memories of every living whatever is in it. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I need to read an Ultimania book about the live stream because it makes zero sense to me. Every time the story doesn't make sense, I just see people talking on Twitter saying, yeah, this is the live stream. Okay. I'm just going to lump the live stream in with whispers. I know the live stream's a thing from the OG, whatever. It's like really important, but whatever. Alyssa, have faith in them just like Ernest. Have faith! Ernest just blindly accepts everything that he consumes. Yeah, chapter 9, their purpose seems to be to draw out Cloud and break him, with axing off Tifa being the catalyst. Give them credit, laugh out loud. All right, everything's... Okay, this is Zeus. He says, all right, everyone, let's not comment for like 5 minutes. He needs to catch up. Thank you. Oh, you guys... See, at least I'm letting you getting your thoughts out here. I want to make sure that, like, my streams, I don't know, I like including your chat. You guys know more than I do. You don't want to hear me talk. Let's hear what you have to say. That's why I like reading all the things you say. I second that, Jupiter. Okay. So he says, the Whispers for sure are leaving a lot of questions. Sephiroth using them to attack the weapon can really only be explained if the weapon has been released before fate required to them in the original. Okay, so Swally's just saying that they still are trying to keep that on the original path. But then it's like, but the White Whispers have a different intention than the Black Whispers. So are we saying the Black Whispers are the only ones trying to make fate, like, stop the original, game's events from happening? But then at the end, when Cloud's trying to go stop Sephiroth from stabbing Aerith, the White Whispers are the ones that are stopping him? Because I know it's like, well, she needs to, pray for Holy and stop Meteor. Like, both of them are trying to stop in different ways, so it's like two different... I don't know. Okay, Christopher Mendez says, I was saying before it rebirthed them, must make plane crash with any reason, was lazy, while in OG it crashed. It shot at... I'm so sorry, Christopher Mendez. You're like plane crash boat, like, thread. I have no idea what you're talking about. But that's on me, because I was just trying to read through it fast. Anyway. So sorry, you're probably talking about something important, and I have no idea what that is. I'm just letting you know that I'm oblivious, and it's not your fault. It's mine. Seppu Gaming says part 2 is a crossroad. They can make it a masterpiece or a mess, but I really love their combat. That's true. It is fun to play. And like I said before, I will be mad if the story sucks in the end and leave this really sour taste in my mouth, but it has been such a journey. It's been so fun. And especially for those people that's like got to play the OG and that was like their favorite back in the day, and then they get to see their favorite worlds recreated. I mean, you gotta love it. Even if you hate the way the story's going, there's nothing cooler. There's never been a remake this polished for like an old game and allows people to kind of relive their childhood in such a high fidelity way. Swally agrees with Seppu Gaming. Plane crash in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Okay. That's what you're talking about. Awesome. What in the heck is going on, says Mr. Bigglesworth. What do you mean, what in the heck is going on? Let me see. I missed it. Okay, what in the heck is going on? Yeah, what we said, we know Aerith will die, but how she dies, we don't like. Yeah, Sid's story. Swally says Sid's story hopefully will be told in part 3 when they finally are getting rid of Palmer and taking Sid's real baby spaceship out of Rocket Town. The live stream is whatever they want it to be. Thank you, Toolman. That is the only answer that makes sense to me. Yeah, live stream is a better cheat code than any time travel. Spencer caught up. Did I? Am I there? I don't know if I'm caught up yet. Laugh out loud. I do not have faith in them at all, actually. Okay, Alyssa's pessimistic like me. Bigglesworth's talking to Toolman. Christopher Mendes says, I like the fan theory that some put out there that there's ancients couldn't kill Jenova, split in multi parts, send it out the other time. When Final Fantasy VII reunion, Sephiroth tried to reunite her as one, being again with Jenova as many. That's like cool. But they haven't even hinted towards that at all, right? So they would have to like let the viewers know that like the whole thing was Jenova, this alien being, the Cetra couldn't defeat her, so she went all into like different pieces, and then you've got a whole Harry Potter books 7, Horcruxes situation that's like, that makes sense because they have like 3 books, because like Horcrux, the ideas of it like are starting to come about in book 6. I don't know if you read Harry Potter. Right, and then book 7 and 1, like there's 2 parts because he had to get through all that stuff. And it kind of felt like a retcon. It was like J.K. Rowling's like introducing all these things about Horcruxes in the later stage, but then you can go back and be like, oh, like the Basilisk thing like killed that book, which was one of them. Anyway, whatever. So if they can make it work, sure. I don't care what they do in part 3, but they have to be able to answer all the questions. So it would be weird for me if there was no foreshadowing and they just have some random theory about this is what Genova's intentions were. Then they have to do some giant expedition or exposition dump. Sorry, guys. I know we've been going for an hour and 12 minutes and I haven't even played Tactics yet. We will get to Tactics. Alyssa says... Oh, let's see here. Like I said, it feels like all these give them too much credit. There are ways to make it fit, but it feels more like happy accidents and not intentional a lot of the time. Sure, yeah. I mean, everything's intentional, especially with gaming and animation. They have to make every decision. It's never like acting in live action where an actor just kind of ad-libs and that they're like, we like that. We'll put that in. I like that better than the script, you know? They have to make every single choice. Toolman... The Grey Whispers are pushing the original story. The white ones seem to obey Aerith, and the black ones obey Sephiroth. Okay? That's as good of an explanation as I've seen so far. Chatter's operating on a whole nother level, playing 5D chess. I just don't think they're that smart. I hope they are, and I hope it all makes sense. But if it's like this 5D chess game and only the guys with like, you know, giant level brain... you know, understand it, and they're like, that was awesome, and then the rest of us are all like scratching our heads, that would feel bad. And I'm not saying that it just has to like, it's like you were too stupid to enjoy Remake and Rebirth and Return or whatever they call it. Jolie says, bopping in for a hot second only to see my awkward face still frozen on the screen. No, Joe, you're so cute. Look at you. I love this face. Sorry that you're sticking there. Bopping out again. Laugh out loud. See you, Joe. Javier, I will also be not mad, but really disappointed. I'm not an OG player. I lack the nostalgia for it, but the remake really got me like hooked, so I want it to be worth the wait. Same. I'm not an OG player. I have no nostalgia for this. And that's like, I can appreciate it when because I've kind of seen Jolie and all my friends that were obsessed with Final Fantasy games. They're just like, oh, I love this. Like, I can't believe I'm back in here and I get to see Wall Market from this perspective, or the plate drop and the Sector 7 slums and all these crazy things. And then you go out into you get to go see Costa del Sol and you get to see North Corel and the Gold Saucer. It's like people dreamed of this moment. So I think those people should just be like, they should be so happy that they even have this moment, because this does not happen on a level of this scale to any other games in existence. This is like the only one. You could say like the Resident Evil remakes are like super awesome because you get to see those like well done, but those are like pretty faithful remakes, you know? They change a little bit of things about them, but it's like nothing's quite like this remake. Only have 200 hours to wrap this up. Yes, Bigglesworth, sorry, we're getting there. Zeus says, I was thinking, why hasn't he switched to just hit the face? Because I gotta finish this video. I'm almost there. You're right. I'm bad at switching. Look, see? It's like the time when Jolie came in and we were just had her in the little screen. I should have just switched to this. I'm still learning, but thank you, Zeus, for telling me. Sippa Gaming says, what I want is conclusion for the end, not some Red 13 children run around Midgard. I agree. It'd be weird. I want that to be a little different. I think the ambiguous ending of the original 7 kind of sucks. Jolie, Spencer started reading chat, and that's where we've been for 20 plus minutes instead of shipping wars as theory wars today. Ha ha ha. That's true. Tremendous. There's a video on YouTube that explain and hint at when you enter the Temple of the Ancient, they say how they couldn't kill it. Okay, you're talking about it. So that's like right. That's when the Cetra are first talking about Genova. I know that's like, but that's at the very end of Rebirth. Like that's in chapter 13, right? Temple of the Ancients. It's like, or maybe 14. I can't remember. But it's like that's when you're gonna start introducing the whole premise. I don't know. Christopher Mendez. Laugh out loud. Spencer did it on purpose. Jolie. I just liked looking at Jolie. Jolie's face was way better than this right now. All comes down to part 3 having a lot of stuff to finalize and bring together, and the end going to be like 15 different battles with 3-way rope pull into the different endings. So Swally thinks there's going to be different endings. I don't know. I think that would be a bad choice. Don't give everybody what they want, because then it's not going to be like, it's going to be like Mass Effect, and there was going to be like one canon ending, but Mass Effect didn't give people what they wanted. It was just, they all were the same ending, just different colors. Yeah, they explained how, this is Alyssa talking, she says, yeah, they explained how that anything not of this world can't technically die or re-enter the live stream and restart the cycle in chapter 10. Yeah, this is like with the Gi, and that's like a new thing, which is, I actually thought that was interesting. Guys, I can't scroll anymore. We're there. Yeah, I have to agree with Swally. They need to have a satisfying ending to part 3, sews it all together. Swally says, depends on what your view is satisfying. They might just kill everyone. Okay. That already happened at the beginning of Rebirth, remember? In Zack's timeline, everyone died. Except for Cloud and Aerith. But with all the spinning plates they have, I'm not really sure they can pull it off in the way that satisfies the majority. Which is funny, because they've been promising that it's going to satisfy and answer all the questions. So it's like, at least, okay, I will give them credit. And they have said that they are going to answer all the questions. But until that happens, I'm like skeptical. Which is hilarious, right? Yeah, Swally says, and reset the world. The ambition of the remake project is crazy and costly. Yeah, Zeus says, I think the remake trilogy is actually fairly safe because it's their most popular Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy 16 kind of flopped, and because people are still excited for part 3. I don't know if Final Fantasy 16 flopped. I mean, Square Enix has weird expectations, but like a brand new game like Ghost of Yotei on the PlayStation probably is going to sell like 2.5 million or 3.3 million copies, right? And it's like, that's pretty good. But the games cost so much more money to make now, and so like let's say Ghost of Yotei sells like 3 million copies. It's like, that's fine. But like Final Fantasy 16 sold that much on a single console in like 2 or 3 days, you know? I don't know what the end total numbers were of 16. Maybe it only got 3 or 4 million, maybe 5. I don't know. But like, that's not bad. But yeah, Square Enix is weird with its release schedule, because 16 was here, but then everyone was talking about is more excited about the trilogy. So I agree with you, but I don't think it flopped. I just think Square Enix wants every Final Fantasy game to have like, they want it to sell like God of War on the PlayStation, right? That's like a 15 million unit seller or something. And Final Fantasy hasn't been that way since like Final Fantasy 10, you know? Like, they want those old glory days, and I hope they get them. I hope with all the different, I hope part 3 comes out and it's available on Nintendo Switch, it's available on Xbox, it's available on PlayStation, it's available on Steam, and every single Windows store. They can get it anywhere you want it, and now all the people that have been waiting to buy it can all buy it at once, and it's just awesome. And I hope Square Enix has like a huge, you know, they finally get those numbers that they want. I don't know if they will, because it's like, we talked about this with live service games. Everyone's playing Fortnite. Everyone's playing all this stuff. Kids these days aren't really like going into the Final Fantasy series. The average age of a Final Fantasy fan is like 40 years old. So it's a bunch of us that like have nostalgia for the original games. But hopefully, Zeus. Javier says, I don't think it's a matter of intellect. I understand the re-trilogy. It's a love letter and incorporates canonized many elements of all the compilations. So the reward, it's not to smart people. Yeah, I hope it's not just reward smart people. If you're going to introduce multiple realities, what's to stop an infinite number of new timelines from cropping up arbitrarily? I agree. This is the problem with multiple timeline theories. Toolman pulled the GAR march and just never finished it. How crazy would that be if they were just like, we're just never going to answer? If like they never came out with part 3. That'd be hilarious. Biggest troll in video game history. Javier says, it's to people who did the homework to consume all Final Fantasy VII. That's fine. If they do all the homework, great. But you can't make it just for them. You know? Javier also says, but it has to function on its own also, so it's hard, man. They put the rope on their neck on this one. Yeah. I think they can do it, but they just got to answer the question. So I'm skeptical, but I still think they can do it, but they got to do it. And I'm worried that they'll just want to show spectacle over substance. Like, you know, it'll be like, oh, we get to go on this fun battle and we're gonna fight all the weapons and it's cool. But it's like, no, I don't care. Just like, I don't even care if you like make me sit and listen to a cutscene for like a Kojima cutscene for 2 hours. Tell me like what's going on with the story. Make it make sense and I'll be happy. Square says everything flopped and the sales are below 10 million. Yeah, which is like unrealistic nowadays because like Spider-Man 2 doesn't even sell that many. And I think Final Fantasy 7 Remake, the first one, has only sold like 7 or 8 million, which is incredible numbers. It's just gaming is different these days. You know, they have expectations, but people aren't doing it as much. Seppa Gaming says Final Fantasy 16 is not bad in sales. Square had crazy expectations and PS5 exclusive when they released. Yeah, that's true. And like Final Fantasy 15 sold like 10 million, which was crazy. It's like one of their best selling, but that was like totally unfinished and had so many problems. So I don't know. It's weird. Javier says also the word on the street is that part 3 will have DLC. Like what? I heard Hamaguchi saying that. It's like, well, we didn't want to give DLC to Rebirth, but we'll do it for part 3, which is like, what's going to happen? The story ends, and then they're like, we'll add more to it. It's fine. Like, what are you going to do with DLC? I also thought this was crazy, Javier. Why would you do that? You're supposed to tie up the story, and then it's like, but you can kind of go back into the world, and you can fight Gilgamesh, and then the different island. I don't know. It just seems like it would be so dumb to do DLC, but like Final Fantasy 16 DLC is cool because it like fleshes out more of the world with Rising Tide, but it's like not necessary. Doesn't change the ending, you know. This would suck. Like Jolie's whole issue with like no resolution and like DLC is just a big resolution chapter. Well, okay, maybe I take that back. Mass Effect 3 Citadel DLC is like one of the best because it's like kind of like it tells the story, but it actually lets you have kind of more resolution with the characters if you've ever played Mass Effect 3. Because it gives you more time with the characters that you love. There's like a dance party and all this stuff. And I actually thought it was cool. Remake actually costs more to make than Rebirth and Part 3. Yeah, because they're reusing all these assets. And they had to get it set up. That makes sense to me. I hope to, but I doubt Sony will lock down all 3 parts. Yeah. Zeus says Advent Children DLC. No! Don't want that. Since they can reuse a lot of assets, they created them. Yeah, totally. That's what we're saying. They want it to sell like OG Final Fantasy 7 and 8. They're still chasing that. I've bought 10 Square Enix games in the last year. Consider it my Part 30 Kickstarter donation. I know, like, good for you. Thanks, Mr. Bigglesworth. Seppa Gaming says, I'm still mid-20s, so not all old people play Final Fantasy. Right on. We got one, guys. Seppu Gaming. Welcome to the Final Fantasy universe. Tell your friends. Tell those young kids that play Roblox to come play Final Fantasy instead. I'm just kidding. I know Roblox is for like 12-year-olds, and they shouldn't play that slop. Remake likely costs more. Yeah, okay. Some of us can't have nostalgia for the original. They also had to restart it. Yeah, Mr. Bigglesworth, just vibes, bro. The footage from Connect 2 was awful even for 20. Are you okay? Cyber Connect 2 from 2013 is like the people that they had to go back in house and change it because they were having a third party like develop the remake. Mr. Bigglesworth says, wait a minute, these DLC swimsuits break canon. That's what they're gonna do too. They're just gonna like make it so Tifa like wears nothing. I don't care if you do that. Just let me see. Let Barrett have a nice swimsuit instead of a sailor costume. I know that was from the original, but like let's give Barrett some love, right? Come on. With the current economy, it's not going to be crazy numbers. They should be realistic with money projections. Yeah, but they never are. I actually got very hyped because someone told me that Final Fantasy 16 DLC was going to let you change the ending. Yeah, me too. They like teased it too, which is like even more gross. Zeus says, Spencer, if you haven't seen the original game footage for Final Fantasy 7 Remake, it could be a fun stream reaction. Yeah, I've seen the Cyber Connect footage. I know what you're talking about. I did Mass Effect, and yeah, the DLC was dope. Laugh out loud. It was dope. Like, it's pretty rad. You like fix the Normandy with like an electric toothbrush. It's hilarious. I love stuff like that. You know, like let's have more something like that. I'm still not sure if exclusivity was really a big killer or some make it out to be. But we'll find out as 17 drops on all available platforms. Yeah. Like Javier is an example of he hasn't even bought the games. He's talking to us about it and he hasn't even played them. He's waiting for all three of them to come out. So I don't know. You know that trilogy set will come out. I'm just really hoping it slaps because I want Final Fantasy to excel again. Final Fantasy 16 DLC should have already been in the game. Yeah, it felt like it was taken out. Advent Children is still the best animated movie of all time. Swally, we totally disagree. Advent Children sucks. It's bad, dude. It's bad. It might be fun for the animation and spectacle, but the storytelling is F tier, dude. Okay, Shrek 2 exists. You're talking to Swally. Toolman, not even close for me, but that's opinion based. Okay, no worries. Mass Effect 2's ending still rests in my mind as one of the greats. Dude, the suicide mission, doing all the loyalty missions and going in. So good. Like I want a Final Fantasy ending like that. Jolie hasn't played Mass Effect, and I'm like, you would love Mass Effect. She would love it, you guys. She just doesn't have time, and she's dedicated her whole life to Final Fantasy, so. Okay. Yes. Anyway, let's finish this. Let me just talk about the whisper things here. We'll finish it up and then we'll play some tactics, okay? Back to your beautiful face, Jolie.
Communicating the whispers and the purpose of the whispers to the gamer is too ambiguous.
When they walk through that void, my opinion is like there is fate that did a certain thing. Once you actively chose to do something different and you went through the void, your fate is now changed. Now it's different, right?
Yeah.
See, Ernest says it changed. Now it's different, but then it's doing the same things. Don't talk. No chatting in chat. Right.
That's obvious.
Well, that was implied. They defied fate and they said it's different now. But
the thing is, we're saying that the plot mechanics in the original remake, the purpose of the whispers was to try to fight those who are trying to change fate, right?
But they already did it.
Which should have been wrapped in a bow and ended once they crossed into the void. So now we're seeing whispers again, but we don't know what the purpose is because we thought the purpose was
that's
fulfilled.
fine, Alyssa.
And that's why it's confusing.
Yeah,
and later on we'll get into it, but then
we'll get into it because there's a lot.
And then there's different colors.
There's a lot more. Yeah. But anyway, it sounds like not only Snake and
okay, cool. So that's just the clip from it. It doesn't even go. We went in way deeper, and when we get to part 3, there'll be more like questions with whispers. But I'm gonna clip that and put it on YouTube and see what people say. But yeah, it's like they're acting differently than they acted in the original remake. But okay, we talked about it enough. Cool, guys. Let's switch gears. Look at that. We're on the start screen here. And I gotta turn the volume back up for our Final Fantasy Tactics. There we go. There we go. I made you wait for it, guys. Now we get into the real stuff. Okay, Alyssa says, and we'll debate theories for another hour. Yeah. Well, he's a newbie. He doesn't know. Laugh out loud. Ernest doesn't remember the OG, so he needs a little help. I love that Ernest doesn't remember anything. I know more than he does. I'm like, dude. Just to recap here, Javier.
I am here.
You've got some job points to spend. Bigglesworth. Jolie's got 655 job points and Alyssa's got 162. Not too shabby. Oh yeah, I forgot we're here for tactics. Never forget we're here for tactics. Swally says barely anyone remembers the OG and especially the other iterations of 557 because it's such a mess. Yep. And they're not making it any clearer. Nah, we're here for whispers. But there are people who generally are going into this without wanting to be spoiled and think this is fresh. Totally. It is interesting. I'm kind of that way. I mean, I know the old one and I'm spoiling myself, but I'm looking at Rebirth and Remake from a fresh set of eyes with no nostalgia. So I'll call it like I see it. If it doesn't make sense to me, I'll be like, I don't care what you original people say. This is dumb. I think I will play the original before whatever part 3 comes out. Before it comes out. Javier says, now that was a cold intro, Spencer. Short and sweet. Yeah. Sorry it took so long, guys. Oh yeah, I need to get something for my monk class, right? You guys want me to get Aura Blast and what was it? Chakra? Teach me the ways of the monk. Bigglesworth, you were telling me how to do something, right? I just spilled water on myself. Chakra and Aura Blast. Is that right? Am I crazy? Tell me what I should get. In the meantime, I'll look at y'all. Javier, is there anything that you want? I'm in the same camp. And you should. It's well known Square Enix devs watch these things. They don't watch our stuff. Square Enix doesn't watch us. Only Ernest thinks that we do it. Oh, breadcrumbs and gaming. You've been waiting for me to talk about tactics this whole time. What's up, man? Aura Blast and Chakra. So what do I get first? Aura Blast or do I get Chakra first? I'll get Chakra, knowing that we have to get both anyway, because I've already got Cyclone. What does Chakra do? Draws out the energy within the body. Chakra points to restore HP and MP to oneself and adjacent units. Ooh, I should be the regenerator. All right, I'll learn it. What do you got for me? Okay, I'll tell you what I got for you, Javier. You have 478. You're still an archer. We can level you up, or we can't get any more aim. Speed surge we're working on, and concentration and equip crossbows. Do you want me to save up for more aim or speed surge? I know that Alyssa wants speed surge. They say that Ernest has Katase's ear. Yep. Hey, Javi. Sorry that it took so long, Breadcrumb. But you were ready, man. You were ready. As soon as we got to tactics, you were like, I'm commenting. If you haven't or have, let us know if you've played the Trilogy or if that was like a total waste of time. Sorry, I labeled this as tactics stream, which it was. It is. Speed. Okay, we're going to do speed. We'll save up. All right. What do we get for Bigglesworth? Right now, you're a black mage. We're just going to... Anything you want while we're here? Bigglesworth? Copycat. Yeah, dude, that was Alyssa's thing. We've got... Ernest got Rude in the pocket, so it's not that Stretch Square has eyes on us. Yeah, they could be watching us all the time. Dude, Ernest and Rude are best friends. They text each other, like, on the phone. Not like email. That's like real friend territory right there. I'm just gonna not give you anything for now. I feel like we could get something there in a bit. Jolie... Oh, yeah, she can get Toad now. I want Toad, right? We can do the leveling up stuff with her. Alyssa, we're going to save up for speed. Okay, we're good. Oh, you know what? You know what?
Yes.
This counter tackle nonsense too is... I liked it. I got everyone counter tackle, but now it's like if I'm trying to level up my characters, the counter tackle like kills them in the end, and I don't want that to happen. So maybe we go take it off. We don't need it, right? We'll put parry on Ramza, which will do nothing. All right, cool. Let's make sure we're all stocked up. Just work your way towards arithmetician. Is that the like calculator class or whatever? So you can combine it with white mage. It's a long slog though. Okay, cool. All right.
Greetings. How may I...
Greetings.
What is it you're selling?
I'll tell you what I'm selling, man. You know what? I'll just buy for now. We don't need to. You don't need to see me work on selling stuff. Maybe when you guys get off stream, I'll just start selling stuff.
Are you happy? Thank you.
Get my Phoenix Downs up here.
Are you happy? Thank you.
I gotta start getting high potions because my guys are getting too powerful. Okay, I got those. All right. Let's make sure that everyone has the things I want equipped. Martial arts and metal. I think that's what we want. Fundamentals and aim. White magics. Yep. Items. Ah, see, we forgot you. We cannot forget. Okay, cool. We got you the fundamentals equipped. All right, let's see. Let's share some speed, Alyssa. Be a pal. I guess I'll be a pal for now, she says. A man does not live on high ground and aiming, you know. Not only live, that's right. You need speed. Mr. Bickle says if you make an arithmetician white mage, it'll be like calling in an airstrike. It's honestly unfair to these goblins. You got to be able to throw them. Yep. Okay, let's just do a quick warm-up round. Maybe we can level up some JP stuff. All right, here we go. I'm like nerdy, but I added a little transparent background behind chat. So when we're playing on the, you know, you can see us talking and your chats should still show up on the battlefield, even if we have things that go in the menus. So cool, am I right? You guys love that.
Certainly.
Put my archers out front.
Aye.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Do what I can.
I'm ready.
I like how I have my core and I have like one backup person.
It's
We got to make a Zelmyra. See, that's like Zakmyra? Zalmyra? I feel like Zelmyra is just like all Elmyra's name and just with a Z. Not fair.
It's time.
There we go. We can focus again. Dude, Alyssa, you're going to get so much. What do we have? Only 2 panthers? Oh, there's a goblin here somewhere, right? Where are they at? Okay, okay. All right. Ramza. Do you guys like it when I spin the camera around super fast like that? All right, abilities, metal, focus. Give me some job points, y'all. We're going, we're going. Javier, high ground, my friend. I always never know how far to move because I'm like, I don't want to get too out there, you know? I don't want to get... Is that going to get it before? Ha ha ha! Let's aim 7 this. Dude, 100% chance. That's what I'm talking about. Javier misses if it's not 100%. Maybe a Zalmyra? Yeah, that's better. You know, Javier says, say Spencer, this is another big topic, but what's your take on the localization issue? It does change a lot of the subtext of the game in some parts. Yeah, we kind of ran into that issue, right? Like on our, when I posted just the post for tonight's stream, and you and Bryce were getting into it. He was like, well, the localization changes all this stuff. And I'm like, Bryce, calm down. It's not that big a deal. I liked your answer to him, but he was not having it. He's like, it's totally Tifa, and this is why. I don't have a problem with localization because I think there are some things that don't directly translate, but they should never take out plot-heavy story moments when they're localizing something. So if they're localizing something and then they have to change something that's integral to the plot, that's a fail. And I don't think that they would do that. So some people are saying that they do, but if that's the case, then I feel like it wasn't really that important. So if they're using it to argue their ship, I don't care, because it's like, I don't know. Like, localization wouldn't go against what the core developers wanted to tell them, but they're saying that they do, so I don't know. I don't think it's that big a deal. We might lose some of the subtext of the game, but I'll never know because I'm one of those guys that, like, never listens to the Japanese with subtitles, and I know a lot of that's like heresy to like a lot of anime fans. I speak English. I don't speak Japanese. I'm going to consume the media in my language, so I will always prefer dub over sub. Another reason is because I'm in animation, like I studied animation in school. So like I want to look at the art and the stuff that they're showing me rather than looking down and reading while I, you see how good I am at reading chat. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I have to like really focus. So I'm not quick enough to read it and just consume all the media that's happening in front of me. That's why I'm always a fan of dubs versus subs, which I know is a bad take apparently, which I think is stupid because if you speak English, you should listen to it in English. If you speak Japanese, then by all means do that, And it always makes me laugh. They're like, when people are like, oh, the Japanese voice actor is like so much better. I'm like, you don't even know what they're saying or how that's said, but it's like accepted because the English dub, you're like, I didn't like his scream or whatever. It's like, okay, you can judge his scream when it's in English, but you cannot tell me that you know how an authentic Japanese scream should sound when you don't even speak the language. Anyway, I'm getting all salty. Aim +4. 69%? What's that all about? How come Javier's got a 100% chance to hit? You gotta up your game, Alyssa. There we go. I was too close to the rock. That's all. Dude, we're gonna hit you so good. All right, Bigglesworth. What do you have? You've got black and white magics. Let's just move and give Javier a good whack, He's always gotta make sure that he's alert, wake him up.
To victory.
Toolman says the localization captures the most important aspects. On the next episode, Spencer fights the Final Fantasy VII fandom. I'm just gonna... Maybe it's bad that I just give my opinions, but I will never just say something because that's what the majority opinion is.
I must act wisely.
I will never do that. I will never... Oh, da 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 da. Attack Ramza. Chance to do fire damage. Bigglesworth says, does the word vid get blocked? I don't know. Shouldn't. I saw vid. There's an episode where he doesn't. Okay, we'll speed up their movement. Here they come. Oh, nice hit, Alyssa. Nice hit, Javier. My main guys. My man. Should I secure the kill here? Check this out. This is a throw stone from the main protagonist. Kill secured, y'all. I want to take out this little goblin here. The high ground. The high ground, Javier. Oh, dude, they've already moved. These goblins. Nope. Nope. No matter what you do, they're going to move before you attack them. So let's do it here. Nice hit. Mr. Brigo says, I made 5 characters all named Spencer. Did the Holy Airstrike? I DM'd you the video on Twitter. I looked for it on Twitter and I didn't get it. So maybe you sent it to a different Spencer, or did you send it to the Final Fantasy Files Twitter? Because we didn't get a DM. I wanted to watch it. You said that you sent it. I want to watch your stuff, Bigglesworth. Thank you for making me feel special, though. You are a real one. Abilities. Aim. Nope, behind it. We just got to do the attack. 100%. Nice job, Alyssa. You're so good. Black magic. Fire. Not gonna hit it in time. Not gonna hit it in time. In that case, we'll just go like this. We'll just give you a nice whack with the rod. Oh, worth it. I forgot that they had counter. Oh, Jolie, now's your chance. Toad. Is he gonna move? I won't do it in time. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just you can give a nice potion to our boy Ramza here. I sent it to the Final Fantasy files. Okay, I didn't see it, so I know that I opened up DMs for Final Fantasy files, so it should just pop in my messages, but I don't have it. Maybe it's still working on sending. I don't know. Oh, I'm dumb. There's a message request from you. I'm accepting it now. Live. I'm gonna watch it. Not right now. Should I watch it live on stream? Should we play it for everybody? Your call, Bigglesworth. Don't you dare tackle. Javier says, because of the cheeky counter, it's better to hit them with the good old-fashioned arrow or magic blast. Yeah, I know. But the magic was going to miss, so I just decided to bonk them, you know? All right, do I come over here and do a sweet chakra move? You don't have any MP that's missing, but chakra also heals. Let's test it out. Abilities, martial arts, chakra. Draws out energy within the body's chakra points to restore HP and MP.
Are you alright?
That's, dude, 60 and... You guys weren't kidding! Monk is like, just win. Get out of jail free card. Evaded. React! We love React content. Alright, man. We'll watch it after this battle. How's that? I promise you to watch that. Abilities, aim. Oh, aim will hit it. Aim 4 will? Okay. I can leave it up to you. Alright, Javier, kill secured. Now move on. We need you. Aim +4. Oh, you'll hit it. You'll hit it. 69% chance though. Not feeling good about that. I thought we had the high ground. What if I'm over here? Is this a better shot? 69. Funny. We're gonna give it a whirl. Breadcrumb says, now imagine a monk army. Yes. Very good. Yeah, monk seems kind of OP, right? Is this a reaction channel? Like, Zach, shout out in game. What the heck is going on? Mr. Bigglesworth says, people will soon know the glory of holy. Yeah, Mr. Bigglesworth couldn't wait for me to get it, so he had to do it himself. I'm sorry, it had to be that way. Mr. Bigglesworth. It's so funny. You're all the way up there, and if I do like an ability, black magic, I will miss. No, I will not miss. Okay. But Javier is going to take him out. So maybe... Let's see. Abilities, black magic, fire. I will miss the goblin, but I will hit the panther. I will take it. Oh, I said unit. No. No, now it's going to move and it's going to scorch one of my guys. I should have said tile. Either way, we'll see what happens.
It's time.
What are you going to do, Joe? What are you going to do? I want to do Toad on somebody here, but I won't get it off in time. If I target the unit, no, that'd be cool if it like followed him wherever he went if I was still in range. That ain't gonna happen. Thunder. Okay, let's try this again, but let's do tile. One of them's gonna hit that panther. I'll tell you that much. I like that I can move. It's awesome. Yep, see, he moved. Haha. I've got chakra, man. You have nothing on me. Fire. Haha, we're gonna get that panther. Oh, no, I said unit. That's right. That's all right. It worked out, guys. Jolie, amazing. Speaking of reactions, since you mentioned wanting to play OG 7 before Part 3 drops, maybe we can stream it as well. Then again, you could still be playing Tactics. Yeah, let's be honest. I might still be playing Tactics. I'm not against it. Oh no, I don't want to heal these guys up. I better move first. They're not within movement range. I thought I could move forever. I'm Ramza. I'll heal the dead body. No cause for concern. Dude, Chakra's awesome. I'm not against playing it on stream. And I don't plan on just stopping after Tactics. We'll see, like, as time permits, but this kind of fits into our schedule. If you guys like coming to the streams, this is great because I have fun hanging out with you guys, and it's great because I can get through, like, I've never played Tactics before either, so this is my first playthrough. It's a great way for me to catch up on the old Final Fantasy games that I've missed. But, yeah, I don't know what I'll play next, but it will be Final Fantasy related. I want to get Jolie on a stream and get her, like, but she's always editing and working on stuff, so we will see. Aim +7 69. Very funny. If I miss, I don't get points, right? If I miss, I don't get it. So I'm gonna just... I've got Ramza ready to go, dude, before they even get to attempt. And I want to turn... Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, whatever works best for you, of course. Cool. If you guys will come along for the ride, I'll have you. I just didn't know if you guys were huge Tactics fans or you like our channel, but you know, we'll keep streaming. We'll figure something out. However says he need the power-up tips, guys. Level out. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. When she finished editing the deep dives, 20 years. It's been 84 years or whatever, like that Titanic gif, right? Of the old lady being like, it's been 84 years. Ernest calls in for a stream. We'll get Ernest in on a stream. Maybe. I don't know that guy. Like, I would love to have Ernest on, but you're here for the channel. Well, I love it. You guys are awesome. You guys make me feel great. It's been so fun getting to know you all, and the stream is a great way to just connect with you guys quicker because we're always pushing out content, but the content's usually like we recorded all the chapter 9 stuff. Oh man, when was it? It was like after our son was born. He was born in March, and it was like 3 months after that. He was like 3 months old. He's 7 months old, so it was like 4 months ago. This way we can talk directly, you know? Ask me all the new stuff. Let's see here. I'm just going to do focus, you know? I'm just going to... All right, Bigglesworth, now is your time to white magic. We'll wait here.
Let me see.
All right, we need to get Toad on one of these guys. So my question is Javier going to kill the Red Panther? Or will we be able to, like, get Toad off? Oh, I can't even reach either of them. Get out of here. Really? How does that not reach? I feel like I'm right next to him. Come on. Blizzard hit. Jeez. I'm not going to get anything out of this. Okay. Javier is aiming at the goblin. No, he's at the panther. No one's targeting the goblin yet, but I can't get Toad there yet. Nice. So let's see. Alyssa says maybe after you guys drop a vid would be the best to discuss it live again, time permitting. Yeah, like maybe that's a good idea. Like we release a new chapter deep dive and then we like do a stream and we just talk about like our opinions on it, kind of like what we were doing, but we can go through it. Then we may know how far along Ernest is. Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe we'd have to organize it and see where Ernest is at. But I would love to know where Ernest is, and he hides his trophies. Ernest, we're your friends. Tell us. I haven't come out and told him like, where are you at? Like, show me your trophies. I haven't said that because that'd be weird. But I did say, hey, add me as a friend on PlayStation, and I tried to look sneakily, and they were hidden, so I can't find out. I can't find out. Black magic. See, I want to do... I'm just going to kill him if I do that. Let's do this. That's fine. We'll do Blizzard. Target the tile. Cure. Boom. Big says, really appreciate the filmmaker's perspective of these games. Makes your channel stand out. Yeah, that's totally true. Jolie will love to hear that feedback. Because it really is unique, you know? She does a lot of cool stuff and has a lot of interesting perspectives. And we're not like, we've been lifelong gamers, but we're not game developers, right? So obviously film and game development is different, but when it comes to storytelling, there's certain things that make stories hit, and Jolie knows that better than anyone that I know. That's very nice to say, Bigglesworth. Javier says, yeah, you should do kind of a live stream to premiere the new video and do a stream watch along just like today, but have all three of you guys and have some live feedback. Kind of like a director's commentary of like what happened. But those, dude, like a stream, I know streams go like for like 2 to 3 hours, but like our chapter deep dives are usually 4 to 5 hours long. You know, if I was responding to all your comments, like we just watched a like 5-minute clip of that video and it took us an hour and a half. So maybe we just have to ignore what you guys are saying and you guys get to hear what we talk about. But I think live streaming is better when we hear from you guys, you know? Yeah, you can hear what we say, but you hear us all the time on the, you know, videos. You guys have cool stuff to say. We got to be careful not to spoil it for him. He pulls out a bowling trophy on camera. Yeah, laugh out loud. Javier, even later in the week, if that's when they have time for it, also gives people more time to watch and pick things to talk about. That's true. These are good ideas. The storytelling angle is what makes the discussion worthwhile. It's also why I like Subtext video stream. Subtext is great. I know that he's like a writer. I don't know if he's like a professional writer or something, but you can tell that that's something that he's looked into. So it's very cool. I am going to heal this guy. Let's do this. The tile cannot be targeted with the tile in range. Oh, chant. Never mind. Chakra. Okay. And let's see if we can do this toad thing here, right? Man, you guys weren't kidding about the monk. That's crazy powerful. You missed anyway. I was scared you're going to kill him. Stay away from my Jolie! Sorry for shouting in the microphone. All right, Mr. Bigglesworth. Abilities, white magic. We shall cure you. Right. So sometimes these crystals give like abilities, or do they always just restore your health? You'll never know. Javier says, well, we have to split it, right? Laugh out loud. I'm sure Jolie can moderate that. I don't know, man. It would take so long. I personally just like hearing different perspectives. It's always good to see what others notice, what you might have missed. That's totally true, Alyssa. It can be on Fridays, maybe. Well, we'll see. I'm not promising anything. I don't know if I have the... We just don't have the time with kids and all the things that we're trying to do, to get Jolie and Ernest on a stream and do that constantly, you know? Like we said, we've only recorded as a group like 2 times this whole year, maybe 3. So, Breadcrumbs Gaming is sweet, coming in with the Final Fantasy Tactics knowledge. He says, if the crystals are darker colored, maybe red and blue as well, they give abilities. Clear crystals give health and MP. Is this darker colored? It looks blue to me, but I feel like these ones I've always picked up are just health and MP. But I like the tip. I give red, I think red crystals always give abilities. Depends on the crystal. Okay, well, Ramza's fine. Go get it. See what it is. Yeah, okay, so that clear one. It's fine. It's fine. You didn't need job points anyway. All right. We gotta box this panther in. That's what we gotta do. Abilities. Fundamentals. Focus. Okay. Move. We gotta get to that panther before it kills Jolie. Focus. Clear crystals give... Okay, so you say that's clear, but that looked like blue to me on my screen. It didn't look clear. So maybe I'm just dumb. You thought you could hurt me, but I have potion! Unfazed, buddy. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, he went for you, Alyssa.
My turn.
Too bad. We gotta box this panther in somehow.
I can do this.
Blue, clear. That's true. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you, guys. What can we do to give you some job points here? Some white magic cure. We could do another cure again. And now we've got Ramza that can just replenish your MP. Looks like Alyssa needs a little bit. Let's just do the tile.
I must act wisely.
All right, Joe, this is where we... Can you be right next to it and turn it into a toad? Toad time. This is happening, y'all. Toad's happening. Is this how we level up our skills? Javier says Spencer Ernest called me and said that it seems like super chats are not working. Yes, they are working. Very funny, Javier. I feel like Javier's mission is to like get me as many super chats as possible. You guys have been here enough. You do not have to super chat me. But if you feel like I gave you enough entertainment or whatever, that is your money and you can make that decision. But don't listen to Javier in the chat with his misdirection saying that he knows Javier, or sorry, that he knows Ernest. We know the only person that texts Ernest is maybe Breadcrumbs in Gaming, because he met Ernest at the gaming expo at Portland Retro Gaming Expo, or Rude, William Christopher Stevens. They're best friends. So those are the only people. He's trying to help the channel. I'm here to make you grow, Spencer. Yeah, super chats don't make us grow. They just, you've already been so kind and generous, and I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. But that's fine. If new people come in and they want to, sure. But you guys don't need to keep doing this. Save it for a nice meal. And so you're not as famished when we talk about something for an hour and a half. A fight where I haven't died. It's miraculous. I know. You're doing great, Alyssa. Okay, here comes the cure. Oh, look at us healing everybody. It just feels good. Feels right. Here comes a toad. I've never seen this before. I missed! Jolie!
Right.
My whole plan hinged on that one thing. What are we supposed to do? I guess we can just do chakra too, Just don't tell Jolie. John Eric Bentley probably do too. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I gotta catch up. Gotta maintain the hype. Katasti definitely text him. Katasti and Ernest are their pals. John Eric Bentley probably too. Everyone's texting Ernest, man. Javier, his Mexican blood is connected to me, Spencer. It's a native thing. None of us laugh out loud. Just don't tell Jolie. Focus. All right. What you gonna do? Gonna claw you, huh? That's fine. Not even phased. I don't care. Got focus. Look at this. We can just level up forever. Can we just max out job points? You stay right where you are. All right, Mr. Bigglesworth. You come hang out over here. And you can just cure forever. We can just keep this guy alive. We'll just do the tile.
It's time.
All right, do not miss, Jolie. It's only a 50% chance. Unbelievable. Do you have a better chance if you're like not right next to him? Is Toad just like always that hard? Active unit. All right, we'll give it a whirl again. See, is that a clear crystal? Javier, abilities, fundamentals, focus. I'm focusing. Let's see. Mr. Bigglesworth says, by the way, John Eric Bentley will be on the panel this Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. I need to find the live stream. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I don't know what con he's at, but I love listening to John every time he... Okay, it says Bigglesworth is at the London con. Yeah, okay, there you go. He's so incredible. Such an awesome guy. Cure. Choo-choo. Oh! Jolie, you're killing me.
My turn.
You're killing me here. What are we gonna do? Abilities. I don't even know if I have enough to do another Toad. I just want to see what it's like, you know? I could move and then get you. Let's see. Nope. Let's do this one more time. Ha ha ha. Clear crystal. Thank you, breadcrumbs. Thank you, breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, tell us more about you while we're doing this. While we're back in tactics. Tell us what you and Ernest talked about. You guys were chums at the con, and that led you to our channel. Hopefully you've watched some of the stuff that Ernest actually talks about. He doesn't live stream like me, but he actually has some good stuff that he says on our channel. Talk to us about how the expo went. You said that you picked up some rare Final Fantasy like 1, 2, 3 carts and Mystic Quest, which is awesome. I want to hear about your stuff. Javier says, out buddy John, friend of the channel, best friend of Jolie. Turn me into a Toad. Listen, no. We need to have you focus. That's all I want from you. He is going after you, though. That's not fair. It's kind of mean, don't you think? Okay. Wait. Oh, I don't have enough. How embarrassing. Well, here's what we got to do. Move. Abilities. Let's just give you a potion and get some more job points. I'm still getting it.
My time is
Still
now.
working on it, guys. Fundamentals focus. Getting those job points. Wait. We're going to move Bigglesworth over here. And he's going to... What stuff do you have? Just got to do cure some more, right? I need to like have a way to box in this Panther and be able to chakra both mages at all times, but we could switch around like that for now. That's fine. Okay, breadcrumbs. I saw a Final Fantasy booth, walked up and asked what their favorite game was. Ernest immediately said Final Fantasy VI. That's also mine, so it was amazing after that. I'm not sure who the other person next to him was, though. There was someone else. That might have been Rude. I think he was at the booth. Have you played the Trilogy? Have you played any of the new games, Breadcrumb Gaming? I don't know. Ernest told us that he took some things, but maybe he had a friend that came down to the booth with him. But I know that William Christopher Stevens, who's the voice of Rude in the Final Fantasy VII Trilogy, like the remake and rebirth, He's a cool black guy. He's awesome. And he's a really talented voice actor. So if that's who you saw, that was probably him. But if it was someone else, then it must have been a friend or something Ernest brought. Alyssa says, it's fine, gotta build up my defense. They talked up this channel, and I started with a few of the vids talking about Remake, and knew I found my people. You're so nice, man. You are so kind. I played the first one, holding out for second and third. Okay, so you know what we're talking about here. You're not totally lost when I'm going off on all this stuff. So I'm sorry. I will rein it in if these streams are like, I am talking spoilers on streams. I'll try to give better spoiler warnings, but dang, if that was him, I'm so mad I didn't say more. Well, yeah, I don't know. If it was like a cool looking black guy, that might have been William Christopher Stevens. That's rude. So anyway, but if it was someone else, then who knows? But I know that they went to dinner together. Like Sephiroth and Alyssa, like Sephiroth said, Alyssa, through pain you will grow strong. Is that what he said? All right. Mr. Bigglesworth, what are we having you do? I can't even remember. I'm just having you wait. Okay, I'm just killing. Yeah, spoilers like The Prestige. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil Christopher Nolan's old films, okay? Abilities, martial arts. I love that this doesn't cost anything. That doesn't seem fair. And I get job points for doing it? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Still going after Alyssa. This Panther hates you, Alyssa. So this is like kind of broken, right? I'm just leveling up all my stuff. I'm just getting all these job points, guys. What happens if I auto battle? They're gonna whack them and not be able to. What would auto battle do? I've never done it. Status? Okay, cool. You can go back there. Yeah, laugh out loud. Okay. Yeah, I know. They're going after you. Your defense is going up whether you're a toad or not. Not a big deal. All right, Jolie, you've got more. This is the time, guys. This is the one. We're gonna get Toad off. Jolie, Jolie, Jolie. Let's do this again. Let's do some martial arts chakraing. Cha-cha-cha. Wait. Abilities. We'll just keep on. I'll just do a nice whack, because that doesn't take any. And that's not gonna hurt him. Oh, that's right. It hurts me. The counter! No! Toad, Toad, Toad. Yes! 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 Look at that Toad! Look at that cute little Toad! Evaded! Guys, we're so cool now. It's not gonna hurt my Alyssa anymore. You're gonna be fine. My twin. Alyssa, you're like my little sister, you know? You're like younger than me, but we like the same stuff. But you've done a couple other things that are different. You grew up in Puerto Rico. I grew up in Utah and California. Same. Same. Alyssa says, at least not only spoiled Star Wars today and not Star Trek. That's true. Spoiled a little bit. Is there anything to spoil from Star Trek? Not for us, probably, but you never know. I don't think Spencer is a Trekkie. I'm not a Trekkie. I saw like the new ones, the J.J. Abrams ones, right? I didn't see any of the old ones. I went to the midnight premiere of the first one with my dad, and my dad was a big Trekkie. And I remember him just grinning. He's like, I don't know the actor's name. He's like, that's the Doctor character. Like, that's so cool. That's that's Spock. Ha ha ha. My dad's funny, but it was hilarious. Some lurkers may have never seen it. Oh yeah. I don't know, man. Lurkers, let us know. Let us know what's up, lurkers. This stream is about you, not about me. Tell us who you are. Breadcrumbs and Gaming is telling us about some things he did at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Had such a good time. All right. We're just going to do fundamentals. So how long do I go? Just getting all the job points I want, and I can just get whatever? Alyssa says, I actually grew up in CT, but my dad is directly from Puerto Rico. I don't know what sorry, am I dumb? What is CT? I don't get the acronyms. I'm bad. Tell me what CT means. But my dad is directly, you'll tell me and I'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. My dad is directly from Puerto Rico and was actually who got me into Star Wars, Star Trek, and all things culture. That's a good dad right there. What a freaking cool dad.
Let me see.
Okay, now that I've cast Toad on this guy, what is Jolie gonna do? We gotta get her JP up because she missed a bunch of times. You know what? Ramza doesn't have counter on anymore, so you can just give a nice whack to Ramza. Make sure he's keeping him straight, you know? Making sure he's doing what he's supposed to.
Right.
Right! Right! Another chakra, killing that Toad up. Does Toad last forever? When does it change back? I've seen lurkers some lurkers may have never seen it. Ernest is, laugh out loud. I actually grew up, okay, yeah, Connecticut. Okay, see? It's just the abbreviation for the state. Right on, Connecticut. Does Ernest know about the stream, Spencer, since he doesn't know about the Final Fantasy OG? I got to ask, laugh out loud. What does he think of it? What does he think of Final Fantasy VII OG, or what does he think of the stream? Connecticut can refer to an arithmetician spell, a Final Fantasy VII ship, or a U.S. state. Bigglesworth, you know, just showing us all the options. All right, Bigglesworth. Abilities. We're just gonna do a nice whack. What happens if I attack a Toad? Is it like way strong? Nope. Still got the same. Yeah, level up. 3 damage. It leveled up. The Toad's getting stronger.
I must act.
Javier says the stream. Does he know about the stream? No, he doesn't know the stream. What does he? But you say I have to know what does he think of it? Does he think of the stream, or what does he think about the OG? I know that he, you know. Oh, Alyssa meant the ship, of course. She says I actually grew up in Cloud Tifa. That's what you were talking about. I don't think that's what you were talking about, Alyssa. Connecticut. All right. Guys, we're going to get so strong here. I should just keep my fast forward button on. I wish I didn't have to wait every time. Chakra. Got to get better at this. Boom, boom, boom. Wait. And abilities. Look at me. This is me cruising here. Wait. Jolie is going to go... Just going to give a nice whack to Ramza. Oh, dude. Did you guys see that? I'm like thinking Jolie's just going to give a nice like tap. But the fire rod that she has equipped finally did the damage, like the fire damage. And it almost like one-shot Ramza, my main character. My most like, probably has the most HP in the party. Woo! You can't count Jolie out. She's tough. Ernest is just eyeing the bank account so we get more swag. Guys, we've made like no money. Okay, like you guys have been generous in super chats, but like we have spent way more money on the channel than we have ever gotten back. We just became a YouTube partner this year, and you know, we've got like we've done okay with some ad revenue and stuff, and it's like awesome to see it grow. But yeah, no, we're not like counting dollar bills or anything. That's not what we do. We do it for the love of the game, for you. Javier says, yeah, if he knows about the stream, he does. What does he think of it? Okay, gotcha. He doesn't. I don't think he knows of the stream. Ernest has access to the analytics, and he says he watches them, so he sees that we're putting out streams. I didn't like tell him that I was going to do streams. This was like kind of a last minute thing. I just felt like we needed to get Final Fantasy Tactics coverage out there. I didn't know I was going to make so many cool friends. I just thought I was going to play Tactics and be bad. But yeah, so he knows about them, I think, but we haven't talked about it like on our thread. And Ernest lives in California. We live in Utah, and we don't talk that often. He went and did the expo, and he had to do a lot of work for that. And his mom has been sick in the hospital and stuff, so he's been making trips back and forth to Texas and to Oregon and California. So yeah, everyone, if you can, like Ernest's mom's doing a lot better, but if you can think like any like thoughts or prayers for Ernest's mom, she's been going through some health problems, which is really sad. So but she's doing well now. The good news is she's out of the hospital, and things are looking up for her, so which is awesome. Wow, you destroyed the main character. Always living on the edge, Spencer. Good job, Jolie. You're the main character now. and to become the next Marcus Brownlee. That was my favorite quote. I need to tell Ernest to his face and be like, you remember when you said that? That's so funny. We will never be him. He's like worth more than some Fortune 500 company. Just that person. Oh, funny. Wow, Jolie, that was insane. Good for you, Joe. Good for you. Let's cure it here. We're not gonna move. We're gonna wait right here. Give the frog a nice cure. Oh, dude, he capitalized on it. You see the frog? He tried to pounce on Ramza when he was in his weakened state. Okay, that was good. That was good. He's not going after you anymore, Alyssa. I feel like this is cheating. Is this what people do? Is this how they play the game?
My turn.
They just find a way to get like infinite job points. See, because like, am I leveling up too this way? So is my level going up and my job points? I mean, this is fine, right? Oh, thanks, guys. You're so nice. Yeah, she's doing better, but he'll like talk to us, you know. 5 dudes, bully a frog. Peek at him. This is what you guys came here for, right? This is the content you wanted to see, where we're leveling up. I mean, this is what I would have done if I wasn't streaming, right? I feel bad. I was talking to Jolie. I'm like, what if I just sit and level up? Are they going to hate this? You know, but we're obviously good friends now, and we can talk about stuff while I level up the characters and grind. But I was nervous about doing this on stream because I was like, I'm just going to have to do the story. I'm going to be so bad. But if I was playing by myself, I would just be like min-maxing the crap out of this game. Your job level is going up too. Okay, do you have some wine, Spencer? Because you are cheesing the XP. I am, I know. Is this bad? Should I not be doing this? It's just, I want to hit Alyssa because I could kill her. Oh, yeah. We're going to see if Jolie can get that fire damage again. I think that's so funny that he like almost took you out. Very funny. I'm just gonna do an attack. We're not gonna use it if we don't need it. Okay, wait. Go ahead and attack me. Abilities. Martial arts chakra. Woohoo! Wait. Abilities. I'm trying to go fast. Okay, guys, let's see how fast I can do it. I have to like lock in. All right, abilities, fundamentals, focus. Now go down to wait. Abilities, attack. Wait, look at this. Just getting all the stuff. Getting all those job points. We're really going for it, guys. Wait. This is the most intense gameplay ever. You guys love this stream. So funny. Focus. You're at 1,000 job points. I love it. I love it. We got to keep going until Ramza gets nuked by the fire rod again. This just seems so exploitative here. I keep doing the wrong one. Yep, there we go. Do. Wait. Go ahead, frog. Evaded. How long does it stay a toad? Do they stay a toad forever? Hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. You gotta hit me with your best shot. Fire away. I can't be too good at singing because then we'll get copyright strike. That joke's not old at all. No one's ever made that joke on stream before. Ever. Okay. All right. Here comes the big damage. Nope, didn't come. Yeah, guys, this just seems not fair, you know? This is how you do it. This is how you get all the stuff you want, right? This is what we've been waiting for. Come on, Toad. Fundamentals focus. Should I get the guitar out now? Is that what you guys want to see? Start playing? Abilities, fundamentals, focus, wait. I'm gonna whack Ramza again. Dude, we gotta get that nuke again, Jolie. You're disappointing me. You came in so strong, and I was thinking, this is crazy, but that MP boost is unreal. I just don't think it should be allowed, Javier says, but I have to be honest, I'm a little disappointed. I haven't got my awesome voice acting fixed today, Spencer. Oh, you're right. After this, if you guys wait around a little bit longer, we're still 11:23. I said that the streams would go from 9 to 11, and I've kind of just slowly changed that to 9 to 12. Make them 3-hour streams instead of 2, which is kind of irresponsible because I should be in bed sleeping so I can help out with a newborn and then not be a zombie. Jolie's nice. I asked Jolie about it the other day. I was like, am I taking too much time for myself to stream? Because I never want to be a burden, be a selfish dad or a husband, And she was like, she was very kind to be like, no, you're doing good. Just make sure you get the kids to all the appointments and do all the stuff on time, And I'm like, okay. So stay organized. I'm trying my best, but I do have fun, and I would lie. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't having fun with you guys, so I stuck around on the stream. Yeah, so we gotta get that voice acting fixed, Shout out to Blitz for the best Final Fantasy Tactics exploits, including Airstrike, one I did. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, dude, I said we'd watch your stuff, and well, I guess we haven't finished this. Laugh Loud stream is addictive, right? It is. It's super fun. I need to have a bigger water bottle. I drink this thing so fast and my throat gets kind of raw because I talk so much. I'm like, oh, I should talk less or, But, yeah, it is addicting. It's fun. You guys are, it's fun because you guys are cool. It's fun that you're here and hanging out. It would be kind of weird for me if I was just talking to nobody, and I respect the grind, and there's other streamers that do that. We had already kind of built up a fan base just through our other videos, and then you guys showed up, which was awesome. But I don't think I would stream if it was just 1 or 2 people. Maybe if it was 2 people or 1 person, that might be fun. But if I was just doing this and nobody's watching, I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna not stream and play by myself. We haven't even finished the battle yet. That's right, I know. Well, we're never gonna finish it because I'm gonna. When does he not become Toad? Does he stay Toad forever? It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And do things take more damage when they're Toads? This is just okay, here's the big fire rod hit. We're gonna take you out. Nope, didn't happen. We're both trading blows here. Evaded. Ha ha ha. Okay, let me see if I can do this. We haven't finished or refills on the side. We're all just AI bots. That would be awesome. Multiplayer games where you think you're playing against real humans, but you're actually playing against bots. And then YouTube wants to promote streaming, so they're like, well, they're throwing a bunch of viewers in there, and they're not real, and they'll talk to you. I guess that's kind of a dystopian future, because ChatGPT might be able to trick people. You could do that. You could have a streaming service where it sets up and it's yeah, we'll get you lots of viewers, we'll advertise you, but then they just lie and they link people to bots. That'd be nuts. Maybe mini fridge full of water bottles. That would be nice. Yeah, he's a Toad now. There are many streamers that have hardly people, but yeah, the stream thing was a great idea. I knew there was going to be a lot of people. I don't know, my streaming analytics says that there are 7 people watching. No, 8. So I don't even know if that's true. So if it's 8 of you, cool. I don't know, it freezes. Yeah, but for some, it's chance to make a connection. Totally, I just think it's cool because it gives you a more we can have a more intimate personal relationship. Not in a parasocial way. I don't, you always got to be careful on the internet. We're best friends. You don't even know who I am. But it's the kind of if you guys have questions about the channel or the things that we do, this is such a better way for me to communicate what I'm thinking or what Jolie's thinking or what Ernest is going on. You know, we can talk about it, which is cool. So, anyway, it's fun because that many people can interact with us and ask us questions and not have to wait for the next video to drop. It's never going to be as polished and as good as the videos that Jolie makes, which is awesome. I like that there's both, and you know, I like that. Yeah, you have the option to do both, and if you want to consume just the clips like most people do, that's awesome. You know, or the long form content, that's awesome. But if you want to hop in and chat with me and be stupid with me, that's cool. You know, I like it. Let's see here. Let's see. You got to refresh, Spencer. Oh, I got to refresh. Okay. Let me refresh the chat. Okay. I refreshed and now it says 20 viewers. Okay. I don't know. I never do that. I don't care. I kind of like thinking that it's only like 5 people on stream. You can ask us that analytic thing. Okay, so you can ask us that analytic thing is not showing the truth. Okay, gotcha. Oh, it's okay. I don't care. I don't really care how many people are viewing. It's fun. Like, I went on. This is going to make it seem like I care. But Professor Noctis was streaming last night. And so I hopped on his stream just to see like how many people he was getting. Because he's got like 80,000 subscribers or whatever. And I wanted to know if like what I was doing was even in the ballpark or whatever. And he had like 15 people viewing according to my analytics. And I was like, okay, like, you know, we're about the same. And he was like streaming on Twitch too. So I don't think I'll ever dual stream. I don't want to do the whole Twitch thing where I want people to come to our YouTube channel. And I know more people watch on Twitch, but I don't care. I'm not a real streamer. I'm not a real streamer. Yeah, it's good to have variety. I agree. Give people options. You know, make it fun for everybody. Spencer needs to see 5 people so he doesn't get stage fright. Yeah. 5 is good. Because then I feel like I can talk about the shipping wars and no one's going to care. Turns out we had like 40 people and that makes me a little bit more gun shy. All right. Okay, do you think we've leveled up enough? How far should I go? Let's just call it good. We need to get some voice acting. We need to check out Mr. Bigglesworth's quip before it gets too boring. But this was a good move, so this is a way to like really, I could just go forever. I could just level up to max ability on this, right? Which is crazy. Here's what we're gonna do. Nah, you're a real streamer and a YouTuber. I'm legit, guys. I'm the real freaking deal. I'm not. I'm just a 38-year-old dad that does this at night. Stomp that toad. Yeah, we need to see Bigglesworth. Awesome holy. Okay. All right. Abilities. This is Jolie, right? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna nuke the entire party. Everybody. Yeah. There we go. So whenever Jolie... Wait. Bigglesworth is going to get one more attack off. Those blue crystals just give me HP, right? So I don't need that. Here it comes, guys. Here comes the end. Javier says, many of his students are on stream, Spencer, and I believe it's the majority of his chat. All the school is in the chat and not fair to compare. Oh, no, that's fine. I think it's cool that he's an actual professor. But he had like 30 viewers, so I was like, okay. I'm just as cool as Professor Knop. I'm kidding. It's fine. He's way cool. Yeah, I love that stuff. I like to compare. Is that weird? I compare myself not in a way to be like, oh, I'm not as successful as this person. It's more of like to get a gauge of like, what do they do? You know, I like to look at both sides. I do this with everything in life. I compare like literature and movies, games. I like to do it with politics. I like to just see what everyone's doing, you know? Toolman says, yeah, he's a cool guy, but he's an Alabama fan. Isn't he from Alabama? He has to like it. Roll Tide. He always is saying that. Roll Tide us or whatever. Okay, so you care, Toolman. Tell us what your college team is, man. Okay, here comes the nuke. Everyone get ready. Let's see how many of our own characters die. Javier's down. Alyssa's down. Bigglesworth is down. Ramza's down. It's alright, guys. You didn't lose your hearts. I wanted to go out with a bang. That'd be funny if it like murdered you guys and you didn't come back. Does that mean that we have to call you Professor, Spencer? No, you don't have to call me. Why would you call me Professor? I'm not an actual professor. I think Professor Noctis is like he's a professor at Alabama, right? I don't have any of that. Oh, nope. No, that's not what I want to do. Check it out, guys. Look at all that sweet XP. There you go. I finally can get that stuff. You want the speed surge there, Javier? I think that's what you said. I can get it for you. I feel like we didn't get enough for Alyssa. Javier just sitting on this fat stack of JP here. Let me know, because I'll pull the trigger, Javier. But like I said, I involved the chat, so this is your call. Oh, you're a Cornhusker. That's not embarrassing. I'm like I grew up in Utah. I went to Weber State University, and they don't even have like a team. But the Holy War just happened in Utah. They had BYU versus Utah, and that was a pretty cool game. So they're the big college football teams, and BYU's still undefeated. Go Cougs. I went there for one semester. Cornhusker. Where is that? Nebraska? Is that Oklahoma? Where's Cornhusker from? Give me some speed. Upon receiving damage. Is that what you want? That's the only thing you could be implying, right? Archer's Bane. I think that's what you want. All right, I'm gonna get you speed. We got it, buddy. Yeah, we were betting on the Holy War. Oh, nice. Did you guys think Utah was going to win, or did you think BYU was going to win? I've been to Lavelle Edwards Stadium. I lived in, oh yeah, University of Nebraska. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Anything else now that we've got speed surge? Should we be saving up for something else? Javier, let me know, because we still have like 380 something points. Oh, Alyssa, we don't have enough. We're so close. I should have kept going. What was I thinking? Yeah, BYU can be a sleeper sometimes. In Utah, there was that one time they went undefeated, and then they beat Alabama in the Rose Bowl, but it wasn't for the playoff game, right? So that's something that they're like, we had an undefeated season, and we weren't eligible for playoff because that was before the playoffs existed. They just picked like all the teams from like the better conferences. I'm not a huge like sports guy. I was surrounded by a lot of sports fans, so I can talk sports, but I'm not like an actual sports guy.
What is it?
All right, Jolie. Just want to keep you a black mage forever. I love it. Dang it. I know, we were so close, right? What were we thinking? I feel like I don't even have enough MP to like get it off. I do, just, ooh. Byriga. Let's just do, I feel like Fyra is so strong already. Poison, Toad, Death. Should I get Death? A powerful magic attack that ravages the vitality of a distant unit. Or should I get Flare? Should I just wait for it? Oh, we got an amazing video to react to. Thank you. Indeed. All right. Sorry. Let's forget this crap. We don't want to be in menus. Let me see if I can pull it up. Enjoy the quick break screen while I pull it up, and then we'll watch it. How's that sound? All right, we're back. I hope you guys love those sick tunes from my friend's band. They're called White Ivory. They're a bunch of white dudes from Provo. Oh, he has a short break screen. Yeah, I wasn't gonna be. I just had to pull it up, right? Can you see this? Oh yeah, and I need to turn down the volume there. There we go. We're back. We're back. I encourage all of you guys to go to Mr. Bigglesworth's YouTube channel and subscribe. See, right here. Boom. Everyone needs to start following what Mr. Bigglesworth is up to. But this is a 2-minute video, and do you want to set the stage, Mr. Bigglesworth? Tell us what we're going to be enjoying here. I'd love to know. You said that it's holy, but you know, want to say anything else? Let's see. Let me catch up here. Yeah, I think it's his students start to call him Prof. Noctis because he started to do on Final Fantasy 15 parallels on his theology class. He has a paper on Final Fantasy, I believe. Yeah, I think he wrote his dissertation on like video games, which is cool. Get some water, Spencer. No, it's fine. I got this. We keep going. Water takes time. Bigglesworth says, make a time mage eventually, but you'll want to see what you're working towards. Laugh out loud. Okay, cool. Not laugh out loud, just smiley face. I'm just adding stuff to what you wrote. Oh, he has a short break screen. 30 people, by the way, Spencer. We're moving up. Hi, guys. We're going to watch a video from one of the our awesome viewers in chat, Mr. Bigglesworth. He's also one of the players that I renamed my characters after. So Mr. Bigglesworth is foreshadowing what we're working towards. I think that's right, you know? How fancy, right, Alyssa? Very fancy. Definitely better than anything I could ever do. Oh, Javier says, oh yeah, I was going to ask about the music you put on stream, Spencer. It's the holy of all holies. Okay. The music that I put on stream was like my friend's band in college. And I just know it's royalty free because it's just a CD that they gave me. So I never have to worry about it. But it's actually pretty good music. This combines the arithmetician. How is it? Arithmetician job. Am I like? Why do I feel like I'm in 3rd grade trying to learn English again when I say that? Job class. With the white mage holy spell, there is friendly fire. However, if everyone equips chameleon cloak, you heal instead of taking damage. Oh, very cool. Dude, the flexibility of this class system freaking rules. Don't tell him we got 30 people. He will freeze. Ah, the math guy, the math job. Like, arithmetic, right? Is that what it is? Arithmetician? That's what it's... Okay, I was like arithmetic. I was trying to say like arithmetician. It's just arithmetic. So it's arithmetician? Arith what mission? Toolman, we're not talking about Aerith tonight. No Aerith and Tifa talk, okay? Sick of that stuff. People need to get over those two. They're not even cool. Barrett is the best. Okay, yep, you got it. Thanks for helping me pronounce my native tongue. Mr. Bigglesworth, I named every character Spencer. Okay, cool. So, Mr. Bigglesworth, this is a clip from his game. He named every character Spencer, which I feel very honored. Thank you. That's very kind. So, about Aerith, we're not going to talk about it. Okay, everyone, anything else you want to say, Mr. Bigglesworth? This is the Holy of Holies, he says. This job combines the arithmetician job with the white mage holy spell where friendly fire is on. However, everyone is equipped with a chameleon cloak. I already said that, but this is what's happening. Just setting the stage. It's going to be the best Holy of Holies. Here we go. Oh, that sounds kind of bad. Okay.
Good.
Ready?
Spencer.
Onward.
Here I go.
Spencer, here I go.
No turning back.
And they're all white mages. Bigglesworth, this is beautiful. Let's see how a real character plays. Okay, here we go. Target, multiple of 5 holy. Okay. Explain that before it happens. That was kind of fast. So you got your abilities. You go down to arithmetics, right? And then you're like, target CT. What does CT mean? Target Connecticut? Target Cloud and Tifa? Is that what that means? What's happening? Level 53. Holy Holy cow. Is this the reaction content that you wanted? Oh my gosh. Gotta make those faces for the YouTube thumbnail. Target multiple of 5. What? Mr. Bigglesworth, watch the light show. Okay, we'll get there, but you gotta help me out here first, okay? You come in. Abilities. Arithmetics. What's target CT? Sets a target variable with the resulting spell will target units based on their current CT. What is CT? I see that it's underneath the health that says CT. What does that mean? CT is a resource. Everyone starts at 100. Okay, cool. The resulting spell will target units based on their current CT. They haven't been hit yet other than one goblin, right? So do they all have CT of 100? Must be paired with a trigger value. Okay. Now we're going to do a multiple of 5. I missed it. Sorry. I got to catch it. I should slow it down. There we go. Okay. Nope. There it is. Multiple 5. Sets a trigger value. The resulting spell will cast on units whose target variable is a multiple of 5. Okay. All right. Now we've got Holy. Oh, I missed the... I'm just going to watch it, okay? No more teasing. Get ready. Charge time. Oh, thank you. Is everyone ready? Everyone, let's take a deep breath. Spencer's. This is Team Spencer showing us what Holy does. Oh, am I speeding it up? Why does it feel like it's... Oh, you're fast forwarding it. I was like, we need to enjoy this. You know what? I'm going to slow it down. We got to enjoy this in all its splendor. Cast Holy. Okay, it's got like little... Oh, snap! Chocobo! Boom! 211. Look how sad that Chocobo is. Boom! Too slow. We'll do 0.5 speed. That's so rad. This is basically how I play, okay, Mr. Bigglesworth? I'm just shooting arrows. This is rad. This is rad. Just break the game. Did Blitz teach you this? She like, okay, it targets them, but they have the cloak on, he said. Do you just do this every round and just like kill, 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 kill? This is cool. This is cool. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. Are you guys gonna do the same thing with them? Nice. Wow. Holy. I love it, man. We're just knocking them out. That's so broken. Yeah, Blitz is incredible. Like, he's like a great person to follow if you guys are Final Fantasy fans, because he's gonna teach you how to get through every game. I don't know how you do it, because I'm kind of smart, but like he just got an understanding of the game mechanics of every game that he does. It's just gonna allow you to break it. I'm disappointed, Bigglesworth. I expected one-shot hits. Laugh out loud. No, he just wanted it to go multiple times so we could see the beauty of Holy multiple times. All right. Yeah. Oh, there's still one goblin left. So, do you cast it on yourself and it just hits everyone on the map? Is no one immune? Like, no one can hide from this spell? That's incredible. Boom, boom, boom. I wouldn't have been able to figure it out hard mode for Remake without him. Oh, there you go. I should use his guides, because I'm kind of just flailing around. Ladies and gentlemen, greatest contribution, Spencer. Mr. Bigglesworth. What an awesome, awesome move, dude. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Shout out to Blitz's channel. Go subscribe to Blitz. He's awesome. Unlimited range, doesn't cost any MP. Oh, wow. You just break the game. Kind of love that though, right? That's good stuff. All right. Well, let's get back to the game, but you can listen to some sweet music for a second. Standing ovation. You guys just want me to stand up while I'm on stream? Very good. Very good. Oh, my chair got stuck. Okay. Very nice. Hang on one sec. And we are back. Back to what we really care about, the menus. I'm getting magic boost. That was a good suggestion. Thank you. I'm going to get Blizzada. Should I get poison? No, poison's always lame. Poison's always lame. All right. Cool. Very cool. I'm feeling strong. I'm just going to get all of them, you know? I just want all the spells. Okay, very nice. Make sure I go equip them now because I always forget that part. Oh, but I had my JP boost. Oh, I don't need it. I want my JP boost still. I need it. It was all you, MVP. Thank you. Yes. Their names were Spencer. So that's awesome, Bigglesworth. Thanks for sharing that, man. See? Look at you guys making the stream better. Feel free to send me any messages if you want. I'll feature you guys on stream. I can't promise that. I should have watched that. Actually, that could have been like totally racy and I could have just shown people that. That was the first time watching it. I have a lot of trust in you guys. Be good, everybody. Be good. Mr. Bigglesworth was good. I would keep JP for now. Yeah. Every time you say Blizzada, I think you are swearing. Is that like a swear in another language, or is that just Blizzada? But good to have magic boost unlocked for later, so Jolie can cast Holy before Mr. Bigglesworth. We need Spencer's 10 games to get to know him. I saw that trend going around, and I was gonna nobody follows me on Twitter or follows Final Fantasy Files, so every time I post something, it's 3 people are like, cool, you know. But I thought about doing it, but I was gonna be cheeky and do 10 games to get to know me, and do Monopoly and soccer and maybe throw in a Zelda game or something, and then say Werewolf or Mafia, the game that you play when you're in a group of friends and stuff. It sounded funnier in my head. See, I workshopped it with you guys. It sounds bad, I know. Didn't work, but I don't know. I'm not cool with the trends. Those are games, that's true. You know, but I'm not cool enough. What are you going to do in celebration of the 10 stream, Spencer? Are we coming up on the 10th stream? I don't know. We're at 7th stream now. Nothing, man. We're just gonna keep doing this. We don't have to celebrate. We can just hang out. I just posted 6 games from this year and had stories that moved me. Okay, cool. I gotta check out. See, I think it's cool. I always just feel like I don't need to do it. I need to see what you guys say. Euro Truck Simulator 2014 through 2024. That's a good one. Reach chapter 2, Javier. Laugh out loud. All right, we need to get some voice acting. Okay. Then number 50 and 100, so on. Laugh out loud. Okay, let's do this. I've got 800 points to spend with Ramza. Let me level up some stuff. We want Aura Blast, right? You guys told me to do that. Anything else I should get for... Tell me anything in the chat that I should get for Monk. If you want to. You don't have to, but I have some stuff I could probably get. Ooh, First Strike. Let me know what I should level up for. And then I'm going to try to level up these Oh, Mr. Bigglesworth, look at you. We were leveling you up so hard and we said you were going to be a black mage for one quest, and then we got you all this stuff. Well, let's get you magic boost, right? That's what we want. We'll get you that to make your holy stronger. And we might as well get you some stuff here. We can do... I was going to say we could get Toad or something if you're not around, but like, all right. I'll say Blizzada for Javier so he thinks I'm swearing again. And Thundara. How's that? Okay, cool. Are we switching you to a time mage? I think that was the move, right? I'll keep you that. Yeah, let me know if we switch you Bigglesworth to that. Breadcrumbs and Gaming says, yeah, I agree with Alyssa, or yeah, AM Purification, maybe Life Font, but that's iffy. Okay, cool. Purification or Counter. It was a long quest. Laugh out loud. Sorry, I just went for it. Purification or Counter. Cool. So you're talking about that for Ramza? I can do that. Purification, which does releases positive energy to remove status ailments. Man, I like monks. Or Counter. Upon receiving a physical attack, strikes back with a standard attack command. Okay, so that's different than my other counter, right? I can do both. I'll do both. Nice. Okay. Alyssa and Breadcrumbs helping me out. Thank you very much. I appreciate your input.
What is it?
Javier, we're still saving up, right? Are we saving up? Yeah. Mr. Bigglesworth, we're changing. All right, Alyssa, we got you some stuff. Alyssa, what do you want to get? We can't get Speed Surge. I'm dumb. That's right. Okay, Bigglesworth, we need to change you to Time Mage, right? Am I crazy? We need to switch you over? Yay, nay. Yeah, Time Mage, cool. All right. Got you on Time Mage now. Should we keep white magics? All those black magics we learned, just gone, you know? Wait, how much did we need to cast Holy? I think it was like 49 or something, right? Can't see. View abilities. How much? 56. Can't do it yet. Okay. Time Mage. What should we learn? Immobilize, haste, slow, swift spell. What do you want me to do? Let me know if you want anything specific, or we just 56 or something like that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. If you want me to get any of these lower level spells for Time Mage, let me know. But if not, Spencer, we do not have 30 people on stream, so stay calm. Okay, cool. Good. As long as we've got like 7 people just watching, that's all that matters. We don't need that many people. Don't even tell me how many people are watching. Don't even tell me. Student will cost 0 MP. Okay. Haste for sure. Okay. Haste for sure. Got it. All right. Time Mage. Do I have like the correct stuff equipped? Should I have white magics or black magics equipped? What should I do? I feel like you're my healer, so I'm going to keep white magic equipped. I took counter tackle off so I could level up. That's fine. That's fine for now. Feels good. Feels right. We're going to keep Jolie.
What is it?
I'm going to keep her black mage because I'm having too much fun with that. Okay, cool. It's almost midnight for me, so this is for Javier. Let's see. I'm probably going to have to do some battle or something. But for you sickos out there, I'll save. I'm overriding my old stuff. Love it. Okay. And then let me check. I'm always weird like this. This is a OCD thing I have to have, but I need to like always have 10 potions. Need it. Gotta have it. My Phoenix Downs. This is another OCD thing. I have to get 10 to make sure it matches. All right, cool. And then we'll go see what this is. Story time. We don't say. It's auto saves. It auto saves, Alyssa. Hey guys. We've been going for 3 hours. Brigand's Den. Everyone shut up. And listen to the sick voice acting, okay? I can only place 4 units. I hate the story quest because it always makes me choose. Can I just get rid of Ramza? We've already benched Javier before, so we can't do that to him.
Of course.
Mr. Bigglesworth, you know what? Jolie's not around.
Very well.
Let's bench Jolie. She'll never know.
For victory.
I love her to death, but she's the one that will forgive me more than you guys. Oh my goodness, he's saved. Are we in a different reality? Maybe. Maybe the whispers in this reality changed how things worked because it makes no sense. He has locked, so sadly no. All right. More class wherefore allegory. Hype. Okay. Wait, before I do this, let's check the status. No. Let's see. Did I get everything that I needed? This is the stuff that I always feel. I'm going to put counter tackle on because now we're just trying to win, right? JP boost. Ba, 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 ba. Yep. You want that? Okay. What about you? We want you to have abilities. Should I didn't even, yeah, speed surge. Why didn't I give you that? See, we worked so hard for it, and I was gonna equip you without it. How embarrassing. Get your politics out of my Final Fantasy, Bigglesworth. No, we talked about that. It's okay, guys. It's okay to have politics. It's okay to think differently. But just don't preach to me, you know? Just tell a good story, and if politics happen to be part of that story, then great. Great. Okay, we got that. That's right. It's fantasy for a reason. That's true. Okay. That's... Oh, wait. Wait, do we have everything here? We can give you... Got you in the crappy stuff. That's okay. Okay, cool. And then Ramza, does he have everything he needs? Parry? What's this parry nonsense? We don't... We'll put the counter on there. All right. Here we go. Okay. See, now I'm like, status, reposition. I want to start the game. Oh, commence battle. There we go.
Forward.
Thinking differently on the internet, absolutely not allowed. What are you thinking? All right.
We've lost contact with the others.
Listen.
I fear this may be the end for us.
Beautiful.
Do not say that. The battle is not yet over.
I'm going to kill you first, White Mage.
We mustn't give in to despair. The nobles must answer for all they've wrought.
It ought not to have been like this. My brother was too soft, too indecisive.
Who's your brother?
The enemy!
That you hear that? That was a good shout. The enemy! Don't wake up my kids. The corpse brigade.
I owe you a debt of gratitude for rescuing the Marquis. I pray I am able to repay it, even a little, by aiding you in this.
Thanks, Argath. We don't like you. Well, how do you say her name? Milueda? Objective. No, I'm going to take out your White Mage. You got some 2 thieves? How do I fight thieves?
How can you nobles live as you do and yet hold your head so high?
I just picked this up like there was water in it and there's nothing in there. Weird, you do weird stuff on stream. How can you nobles live as you do yet you hold your head so
We're not
high?
chattel. We are humans, no less than you. What flaw do you hold there to be in us? That we were born between a different set of walls?
She makes a good point. Maybe we should be on their side. Argath's gonna think differently though. Was that a divorce shout coming from the stairs below when Jolie got benched? Nope, she's asleep, man. You're not allowed to think. Look at me, I can be a centerfield.
Do you know what it means to hunger? To sup for us on naught but broth of bean. While you wage your wars that you might grow fat, we are made to starve. You call us thieves, but it is you who steal from us the right to live.
I like it.
You, no less human than we? Now there's a beastly thought.
He really is. He really does suck, huh?
You've been less than we from the moment your baseborn father fell upon your mother in whatever gutter saw you sired.
Oh my god. Yeah, he sucks. Argath, I hope I get to kill you someday.
You've been chatting
That's mean.
since you came into the world, drenched in common blood.
By whose decree? Who decides such foul and absurd things?
It's funny because, like, Argath talks to you guys. He's like, thanks for helping me do this, like saving the Marquis. Hopefully I can help you guys out with this. And then he's just like, I'm going to kill you, you dirty peasants. Yeah, you were right, Alyssa. This guy is hot trash. How to deal with thieves. You keep them at bay. Okay? I guess we'll find out.
Heaven's will.
Oh, he's saying like he's divine.
Heaven's will. You would pin your bigotry on the gods.
This is good writing. Very good.
No god would fain forgive such sin, much less embrace it. All men are equal in the eyes of the gods.
I agree with her.
Men, yes, but the gods have no eyes for chattel.
I don't like him either.
Ramza, is this woman truly our enemy?
Oh, they're making us guess.
It's time.
It is time. Dude, look at the Ramza just hopping up. I don't even unleashes one martial arts spirit to attack a distant unit. Oh, I can go far away. Whew. Oh, they're level 6. I'm level 12. I out-leveled the story mechanics, right? Is that what's happening here? Because I am gonna murder these guys. Should have brought Jolie just to nuke them. Alright, well. Dude, that voice acting is good. This, like, okay, we joke because it's like tactics game and we're just kind of playing, but this story is awesome. I'm already a big fan. Oof. Okay, guys, we're canceling Argath. Yeah, I'm all for free speech and stuff, but that's okay. His speech led us to believe that he sucks. So, you're the worst, dude. And now we know what you're like. Okay, because Ramza comes from a noble family, we don't only share speed, Alyssa, we share music too. Otherwise, he'd be starting off like this. Loved the song growing up. I did too. Oh, I noticed the music. It was beautiful. But sadly, I have no speed yet. Oh, sorry. How about that great voice acting? Yeah. Yeah, you're over leveled for the story. Okay, so the random encounters scale with you, but the story missions do not. Oh, that's cool. Jolie will really like that. But you will, Alyssa, don't worry. Have faith in Spencer. Exactly. Down with Argath. Argath is everyone's uncle at Thanksgiving. I always feel like I'm going to be that uncle when I'm older. I'm like opinionated. Like, ugh, I just can't. The problem with me is I just run my mouth always, you know? And so even if I have like good intentions, they'll be like, oh, here comes Spencer talking again. Laugh out loud. I have it after this for sure. Okay, cool. Well, I could just attack him, do a big chop, or I could do some cool ability that I haven't seen yet. Let's do a cool ability. Aura Blast. Oh my god.
Everything.
Oh, dude, I like
The fruit of my labors.
Kamehameha him. All right, Delita.
Victory is mine.
Oh, you guys are a bunch of chickens. You're not getting in there? Argath's gonna throw stone. He would stone these people. He thinks he's better. Argath, you suck, man. Kill the white mage. The white mage is casting thunder. We gotta stop her now. Don't let her get it off. Oh, we're gonna kill every one of them. Even though I agree with their plight, we're gonna kill them all. Do your worst, thief. You backstab me. I countered him and killed him. I love leveling up in games and you can just trounce the story moments. Nothing's better. Fall. Oh, here comes Spencer again. Trash and Tifa like that. Laugh out loud. Yeah, seriously. Here comes Spencer. Uncle Spencer still talking about that video game. Can I just spend my time in this chapter hitting Arcath? Sure. I feel like it's warranted. That's totally fair. Javier, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. You need to get to the high ground. And you need to you need to aim once at this lady. That'll do it.
Where am I needed?
All right, Alyssa, you get your wish. Oh, that's right. You have a bow. All right, all right. We'll see if we can just shoot him from behind here. Aim +4 on Argath. Is he gonna move before then? Nope. He's not gonna like that.
No time to waste.
Okay. I quit out of this fight first time. I was looking for a persuasion spell. It exists. Sadly, it doesn't work how I hope. Oh, so like you were like looking for a specific thing? That's cool. Okay. Mr. Bigglesworth. What if I cast Time Magic's haste on... We gotta move you, dude. Move. Who wants haste? You've already got speed, Javier. You don't need it twice. Let's do Time Magic on Alyssa here. Better hit. All right.
This'll help.
Oh, I'm like, I hit. It missed! But it got Delita. Lame.
I was foolish.
Nice. You got Argath.
Excellent.
Yeah, he did not like that. He's going to throw a rock at you. No, we don't want to hurt you. Oh, Argath's going to... Yeah, dude. He was mouthing off to her.
My turn.
You deserve to take out Argath. That's so good. I can see why she'd be so ticked at him. Can I get down in there? Let's see. We got a white mage that's blocking the way. Well, I can just send you down in there. Wait. I want to see some crazy. Didn't we get a like ranged ability? Go there. Hop up. Be all fancy main character like. Aura blast. No. I was thinking I would be all clever. I could get you. Never mind. We'll just be lame and go down here and punch the white mage. I said I was going for them first, right? %90 chance.
Surging rage erupt. An extension of my fist become Aura Blast.
Dude, he like... It's over! He calls out his own skills? That's cool. I hope that she parries it. Oh, no. Yeah, you better run, dude. It's over! Oh, dude, you can get him. Aim 1. Let's see. Aim 7. Nope. We'll do aim 4. We're going for him. You're gonna get him, Javier. Where's Argath? You thought you could escape a... Oh, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I can't go that close. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Okay, Argath is the shining example of why Millie is fighting the fight. No, I like calling her Millie because I couldn't say her name. Yeah, not for the story, but I would have been cool feature if it did. No, it missed me. That's right. I'm going for a nickname. Sorry, hit the microphone. I'm going for a nickname for her, and autocorrect has still screwed it up. I like Millie. It's good. It's an anime rule. You have to announce your moves. It's true. It's true. Can you imagine if, like, Cloud did that? It's funny because Final Fantasy VII's, like, totally anime, but if Tifa was like, Dolphin Fury, or whatever her limit break is. They don't do that, right? That'd be funny if it's like, we're gonna kill you, Argath. Right here. 80% chance, we're gonna take it. We gotta do aim 4.
I am ready.
All right. I'm really sad that Alyssa didn't get haste. Doesn't seem fair. So we're gonna try again.
Leave it to me.
Don't kill her! Don't you dare. We said we'd kill all the others first. Don't miss! Sweet. See, I'm reaching to drink again, and there's nothing in here. Okay, let's see. Evaded! There you go. How's that feel?
Right.
That'd be funny if it was like a lose condition if Argath died. Because I didn't pay attention. Let's see. Mr. Bigglesworth says, from playing Baldur's Gate 3, I was accustomed to finding a pacifist route, but this game's not that deep. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Zach would 100% do it. No, I get that. I would have been cool if they had a pacifist route, the main story, sure. Yeah. Feels like Zach already has one with his sword prayer. Yeah. You guys aren't wrong. Should we do Aura Blast from here? I just want to do like the Kamehameha from far away.
I have you now. I can't go on.
He didn't say his ability. Franco, stop! Dude, you haven't... Have you even been here all stream? I haven't even heard from you. Sorry, my default thing is to say stop when I get a super chat. Franco didn't even give me something to read out. He just gave me a super chat. Thank you. That's very kind, Franco. At this point, Franco's going to be funding the channel completely. So we're going to have to put your names in the credits. And Ernest is going to have to do something nice for you. So that's so nice. What's up, Franco? How you doing, man? I've missed chatting with you this round. Ramza. We're going to move you here. We're going to wait.
There's no other way.
Millie. Dilly dally, shilly shally. Ooh. Don't you dare hurt my Alyssa. My little sister. Yeah, Franco aura blasted for sure, dude. He came in with that aura blast. Forget about Ramza. All right, abilities. We're going to do this. We're going to focus. Get you some job points here. We need to get that speed. Yeah, I know. Delita's going to come up trying to... Oh, yeah, heal me up. What a nice guy. How to proceed. I don't want to kill her, guys. She's in the right, okay? We all know she is. We know she's in the right. Did I not equip anything with the magic? I'm just gonna like hit you with my fist. Oh no, the rod's still equipped. Okay, nice.
I must act.
Man, haste is nice. I just go so often. How long does haste last for?
It's time.
It's over! I got you, girl. Okay, Franco deserves all the FFF swag. Dude, totally. Franco, man, I will send you a shirt. I'll send you an Alyssa shirt. You're in Puerto Rico, right? I don't know if you're domestic, man, I can get Ernest to send you some. I'm not saying that I give you super chat. I can give you shirts, but I know we've just got a bunch of shirts. Let's see here. Yeah, Franco definitely deserves all the Final Fantasy Files swag. He's on a mission to bring you up to Marcus level. I should never have told you guys that. For somebody who doesn't like Advent Children, you sure know the lines, Spencer. I know. But those are the dumb lines, right? Thanks, Delita. Yeah, he helped you out. Helped you out right. Oh, she hits hard. Oh, I've got counter. She's not going to make it through this. Dude, Delita just giving me all his potions. That'd be funny if wait, is he taking it from my potion stock or does he have his own? Because if he's just using my potions, that'll tick me off. He's probably taking it from mine. Very not cool. Oh, it's 12:19. I shouldn't be doing this. It's just I have to min-max. I have to do it because I want those things. Abilities. Nope. Nope. We're not going to throw a stone. We're going to focus. We're going to wait. Abilities. White magics. We are going to cure this whole crew. Yep. Everyone's going to be sending in super chats now. No, to get our sick merch. To be fair, you're not using the potions. That's true. But I like knowing that they're there makes me feel good. You know, it's weird. Oh, can I go get it? I'm out of range. What is that nonsense? All right, I will wait here. I will do a. Nope, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make sure she doesn't get killed by Delita or something. So we're gonna do chakra first. Help her feel better, and then we're gonna move over here and start collecting stuff.
There's no other way.
Don't you dare! Abilities, fundamentals, focus. Deep water. A unit entering the water with depth of 2 will become submerged, preventing it from using abilities. As this unit can do nothing other than move, it is often advisable to leave deep water as soon as possible. That is hilarious. Okay, never mind. We're just trying to prevent her from running, but we'll stick you here and see if she goes to the water. She gonna parry it? Nope. Delita attacks. Move, Javier. Okay. Bigglesworth abilities. White magic. Heal up my friends, would you? Do the tile. Then I'll move you over here. It's over! Javier says, excuse me, mi inglés not good. Did I understand that super chats equals t-shirts? No. I don't even know if Ernest has a bunch. I just know I have a few. He said that he made a bunch, so you know, maybe, but Franco deserves one, that's for sure. Set of leather clothing. I don't need that. Man, Alyssa, she just keeps going for you, Millie. Well, I can finally go and pick up stuff. Let's see what we got. A plumed hat. I'll take it. And I can still do it. Sweet. I didn't do that with.
Ready.
Oh. She's shield parried from the high ground. She's. You underestimate my power, Delita. You guys saw that happen, right? Oh man, poor Argath. Just passed out. That's too bad. Wait, should I run and try and... I should just try and move as far as I can, right? Alright. We're gonna focus. And then we're gonna hang out here. Let's see. You can move and still do an ability, right? Leather plate. Abilities. White magics. Here. I like it.
My turn.
Alright. Get in there. Oh, look, there's a crystal in there somewhere. Go get it, buddy. Whoo! Alright. What should I get for Ramza? Shell, Protect, Cure, Fire, Thunder, Blizzard. Should I get Cure? No, Cure's pretty weak. Shell or Protect, maybe? Protect him from some magic damage for a hit? Or should I get like an offensive spell? Like Fire, Thunder, or Blizzard? Fire might be fine. I don't have any AoE stuff. Guys, I need your help. Tell me. I'm crippled with anxiety. I have choice paralysis. I don't even know if you guys are still here. All right, I'm going to acquire abilities. Oh, it's all of them? Are you serious? Wait, I get all of them? I don't have to choose? I know they're weak, but does that just mean... Wait, no, it says, okay, yes. I get all of them. That seems not fair. Is that fair? Wow, okay. So does Ramza just have them... What are they under? Or do I have to equip like black magics or something and then I can use them or whatever? Dude, should I just... I feel like giving them all to Ramza just seems a little OP, but maybe I do that.
There's no other way.
There's no other way. Well, you definitely have enough for speed now, okay? We all know that. You would run. Should I be getting it on a different character? That makes the choice easier. Yes, acquire. That's all. See how the crystal is a little dingy colored? It's not blue. Yeah, I can see how it's different, which is cool. So, but like, should I have Ramza collecting this, or should I be like trying to give them to my other people? I guess Ramza. Man. Yes, that's awesome. I would never want to finish a fight before I get all that stuff. I did forget we're still in chapter 1 though. Hey, guys, it's all about the joy of the journey. We talk about this. We talk about this. By the way, Spencer, we're all in chat AI if you're wondering. We're not real, that's right. So you can't answer my questions. Nice squat there, Javier. Time magics. %, chance. I like that. We got it all. Hey, oh, I had a 99% chance and I missed on Alyssa. You're cursed, girl. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. All right, I think we can kill her now, right? That sounds terrible. There's no other way. She does not like you. Alright, aim. You know what we should do? You should, oh, you don't have rushes because you should knock her into the water. Don't have it. We'll move back. We'll move over here. We'll shoot her. It'd be nice if I had haste. 2% chance. Not very good. The high ground, Javier. Aim +7. We're just nuking her now. All right. What do you got for us, Mr. Bigglesworth? You've got white magics. Can't do holy yet. You can just give her a nice whack. All right. Delita. Got her. Shield parry! How embarrassing. Better try again. Don't you miss this time. Haste is cool.
With this new
Oh man. Millie's swearing here.
my turn.
We Kamehameha her to end the game. Just right up on front. Lock in. Aura Blast. You better say his spell or I'm gonna be ticked. Mr. Bigler said, let's see. It's not a marathon, Javier says this. Oh, guys, sorry. You need to wake up, Spencer says Toolman. It's a long marathon. Super long. Did I say long marathon, not a sprint? I blame Bigglesworth. Bigglesworth says, you'll have to be more specific. What did I do this time? You don't want to give me haste. After all, I suggest it for everything. All she wants is speed, guys. There it is.
It's over!
It's over! We did it, guys. I feel bad. Millie was in the right. I think we did her bad thing.
Lay down your sword. Resist us not, and your life will yet be spared.
Okay. He's alright. Ramza. So good.
I'm no more than chattel to you, am I? So have my head and be done with it.
Don't do
You
it.
truly hold us to be so foul.
Don't do it.
Do it, Ramza.
Oh, Argath
She
whip.
fights as a corpse. Let her become one in truth.
Keep that up. We'll have Alyssa backstab you some more. We'll have her shoot you with an arrow.
She's a foe and a traitor, an enemy of House Beowulf. The world has no place for such wretches. Her claim to life is forfeit. Spare her now, and you place your seal on the warrants for our own deaths.
I hope I get to choose.
It's her or us, Ramza. Strike her down!
Try as I might, Ramza, I cannot think this woman our enemy.
Have you lost your wits?
She is no more chattel than you or I.
You would turn against our cause, Delita. I should have expected as much.
He does not like Delita. Voice acting, says Alyssa. All she wants to do is dance. And in romance. I don't know the song, sorry.
You deny me even the mercy of an honourable death. Pox on you and your pity. So long as you bear the name Beowulf, you will ever remain an enemy to me. You do well to remember that.
Really? After I spare your life? Argath is ticked. I didn't even make the choice, I just did it.
Delita? What have we done?
We didn't come through for Dicedog. And the well-dressed
On
man.
your pity indeed.
Oh, Argath is ticked at us. Delita's not a noble, but he's a friend with one. Or he is friends with one. Gotcha. Ooh, at that moment, Agros, the Bailov Mansa,
No! I won't go! Release me!
the voice acting. Oh, the chocobos.
Be
Oh,
quick about it.
guys, it was all a diversion.
Let go of me! Help! Zobog!
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Time to cut my losses.
Good job, Zalbog.
Are you unhurt?
Zalbog and Dice Dog are the actual sons of the king or the regent.
Yes, but
You don't know that Don Henley song, Spencer? No, I don't.
Yes.
Oh, they got Tietra.
Lord Brother!
Worry not. I am fine. Alma, are you all right?
Calm down, Clive Rossfield.
They did not harm me, but you're bleeding.
In no fevered dream would I have thought the Brigade so bold to strike us here. They must have come for me.
Dude, they're gonna be ticked when we come back and we say we let Millie get away.
5 among our guard are slain, and Tetra taken. Like as not to ease their escape.
Find them. Search every den and dovecot if you must.
Please, brother, you mustn't speak.
Yeah, they're the true heirs, right? Because Ramza is he's like the bastard son of the house Bailov. How do you say it? I don't know how to say it.
Accursed rebels.
Dice Dog!
Does he die?
Someone! Anyone!
I'll never know that we messed up. That's all the Ben Star that we get? Jeez, guys, it got real. Woo! Woo! Hey, before the stream ends, Alyssa, check it out. Check it out. I'll get you your thing. I'll get you. All right. Speed acquired. Remember when you were a lowly squire and never thought you'd level up? Well, that ain't the case. You guys, we did it. What a stream. I'm not tired at all. Look at my hair. Okay. Give me more of that sweet, sweet voice acting. Born and raised as nobles, while Ramza and Alma have a different mother who is not nobility, I believe. Gotcha. Mr. Bigglesworth says you need a curtain word or curtain. Wow, I'm not tired. I promise. A certain word to get you into the voice. For me, it's Robin Hood. That's right. They talked about that in our Final Fantasy. What was it? The stream. Wow, I can't think. I promise I'm not loopy. Okay, so when Jolie interviewed the voice actors at Mag West, they talked about a lot of things where they needed to ramp up. Like, so a lot of the voice actors will start saying certain phrases to get them into character. So Mr. Bigglesworth's phrase to get him into character says, for me, it's Robin Hood. Yeah, I can change jobs now. Javier says, Speed Sister. Yeah, you guys are the same. Think of it, Beowulf. Oh, yeah, Beowulf. Thank you. Guys, that was fun. Great stream. Thanks for hanging out. You guys rule. I do look forward to this. I don't know if I can stretch the streams out this long every time. That's what I get for talking about the dumb whispers. Make it make sense, Square. I'm trusting you, but for now, I'm just I'm skeptical is all. So anyway, you guys rule. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Franco, thank you for the super chat. That was so kind. Everyone, thanks for chilling. Thanks for interacting on stream. This is so nice. Can't wait for the next one. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm having a great time with you guys. So Good one. Great short intro. Yeah, it was short. Just a little warm up. That's what I said, right? Well, you guys rule. I better get to bed. Thanks for everything, guys. I will see you on Friday because it's Wednesday. Don't know what else to say. You guys are awesome. Thanks for everyone. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Mr. Bigglesworth, Alyssa, Javier, thanks for being on my team, my squad. Sorry to Jolie for benching you. Breadcrumbs and Gaming. You're so nice, Breadcrumbs. Great stream, Spencer. Looking forward to the future ones. Thanks, Breadcrumbs. Thanks for coming in and helping me figure out this tactics shenanigans. And everyone else who was here before. Seppu Gaming, Christopher Mendez, all you guys. Thanks for dealing with me. Zeus, you probably taken off. I know it's East Coast for you. So anyway, I have fun seeing you guys and all you lurkers out there. Talk and chat next time so we can get to know you. You know, we know Javier and Alyssa. We don't need to hear from them anymore. We want to hear more about Breadcrumbs and Gaming. We want Mr. Bigglesworth. Everyone subscribe to Mr. Bigglesworth's YouTube channel, you know? Anyway, I'm talking too long. I just need to end it. Nighty night, Javier. Bye, guys. Thanks for everything. I will see you guys in the next stream. See you Friday. Bye.
Listen, understand the reason why I'm sitting here, playing notes with these hands, singing words that I have planned to sing to you for oh so long. May I have your attention, please, 'cause I'm not singing to myself. You understand if it's not me, it must be somebody else. I'll let you guess. Oh, bravo, now you know that these songs are about you. I'm glad you figured it out. Oh, bravo, you saw my show and now you see just what you lack. Girl, I know you want me back. No. May I have your attention, please, 'cause I'm not singing to myself. You understand if it's not me, it must be somebody else. I'll let you guess. Oh, bravo, now you know that these songs are about you. I'm glad you figured it out. Oh, bravo, you saw my show and now you see just what you lack. Girl, I know you want me back. No. Bravo, now you know that these songs are about you. I'm glad you figured this one out. Oh, bravo, you saw my show and now you see just